Coming to you live from the Seibo Dome, just outside of Tokyo, Japan. This outdoor arena was built in 1980, but tonight, 35,000 wild and enthusiastic spectators are on hand to witness the greatest mixed martial arts show on earth, the Pride Fighting Championships. Hi, my name is Steven Quadros, and welcome to the Pride Fighting Championships Return of the Warriors. What is it about Pride that makes it number one? Is it the enthusiastic fans? Is it the flash pods? Is it the fire technics? Is it the ring card girls? No, it's the fighters. And we have the greatest fighters here tonight. Mark the Specimen Kerr, Igor Vovchanchyn, the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock, all fighting potentially their toughest opponents. And in our main event, Renzo Gracie, regarded by many as the greatest fighter in the Gracie family, will be stepping up to challenge a man who is pound for pound the greatest fighter in the sport, Kazushi Sakuraba. Working with me at ringside is a grappling expert and ground fighting expert. He is also a protege of the great Jean-Jacques Machado. He is Eddie Bravo. How you doing, Eddie?
It's a great honor to be here tonight with you, Steve.
Okay, it's good to have you. Now, Sakuraba versus Renzo Gracie, classic clash of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu versus Japanese pro wrestling. How's that going to turn out?
Well, in one corner, you have the great Renzo Gracie, who not only has the weight of the entire Gracie clan on his shoulders, but the entire country of Brazil. In the other corner, you have Kazushi Sakuraba, the great ultimate Japanese warrior, who clearly dominated Renzo's cousins, Hoyler and Hoist. The question here is, can Renzo take Sakuraba down, keep him down, and submit him? If Renzo wins, then all the glory will return to the Gracie name that it has lost in the past year. If Sakuraba wins, then there's only one Gracie left to go.
That's a tremendous point. You know, speaking of taking Sakuraba down, that might be a difficult proposition with his wrestling background. Speaking of wrestlers, we also have a proverbial clash of two bulls in the China shop. Ken Shamrock will be being tested by Kazuyuki Fujita, wrestling champion from Japan. Now, that is two real strong guys going at it. How's that going to go, Eddie?
Well, just by looking at what Ken Shamrock has accomplished in the fight world and all the techniques he has shown, you have to consider him the heavy favorite in this fight. But everybody underestimated Fujita in his fight with Mark Kerr, and he shocked the world. Can he do it again? We don't know for sure, but one thing we know is Fujita's game plan. He's going to try and take Shamrock down. He's going to ground and pound. He might pass his guard. Mainly, he wants to stay on top. Can Shamrock prevent the takedown and knock Fujita out? And if he does get taken down, how will he do on his back? Can he get a leg submission? We'll see.
Yes, we will see. Ken Shamrock, the master of leg submissions, and newly the master of punching. Our entire fight card is full of main events. Guy Mezger versus Wanderlei Silva. Rico Rodriguez versus Giant Ochai. Gilbert Yvel versus Big Daddy Gary Goodridge. Borisov Igor versus Mark Kerr. Enson Inoue versus Igor Vovchanchyn. Ken Shamrock versus Kazuyuki Fujita. Ian Gracie versus Tokumitsu Ishizawa. And finally, Renzo Gracie versus Kazushi Sakuraba. So that's our lineup, folks. So let's go down to ringside and get ready for the action. Okay, Daijiro Matsui coming in right around 200 pounds.
The match consists of 2 10-minute rounds.
93
And there he is, the hammered fist from Brazil, Vitor Belfort, from the Brazilian top team. The very spirited Daijiro Matsui.
This would be a rare fight where a Brazilian is going to avoid the ground. Vitor's definitely going to want to knock him out Matsui's going to come straight at him like a ball of fire. He needs to take Vitor down to win.
You know, Matsui's been in against some of the greatest fighters in this sport and had some tough losses, but only against great fighters. And here we go.
People at home, don't blink.
Belfort versus Matsui.
Now, Matsui has a tendency to cut in his previous fights, so Vitor will take advantage of that. He's going to want to tattoo his eyebrows as much as he can.
Now, nothing worse than a very relaxed Vitor Belfort, because you know that those rockets are going to start flying. Matsui's only chance really is to shoot and try to take the fight to the ground, but then Vitor really is a good grappler. He's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Definitely. If the fight goes to the ground, Vitor's comfortable. He's been doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu most of his life, but he'd rather keep it on his feet. He wants the knockout.
Now, Vitor might try to open him up with a jab or something just to get things rolling, because right now they're waiting for the other one to make a mistake so they can capitalize in a counter fight.
Matsui definitely looking out for that left cross right down the pipe. It's been effective throughout Vitor's career.
The crowd is getting restless. Both fighters circling, waiting and waiting for the other to make a mistake, to try something offensive. Daijiro switching his stance a little bit. Vitor is not really a kicker. That would be one way to open Daijiro up to possibly a ground game at least.
Both a little too cautious. Don't be surprised if Vitor explodes right in Matsui's face.
Showing a lot of respect to each other. If Vitor was overconfident because Matsui's coming off back-to-back losses, it doesn't show. And there's the shoot by Matsui, and Vitor gets his back. Not a good situation for Matsui, pounding away with that right hand to the ribs and the head. Vitor needs to sink those hooks in. What do you think, Eddie?
Absolutely. I'd sink the hooks in as fast as possible. But Matsui, coming out of the Sakuraba camp, he'll be looking for the knee bar. He's going to roll into a knee bar if possible, so Vitor is quite aware of that.
It was Matsui that initiated the action with the shoot. Vitor sprawled great and then took his back. Now Vitor's got the right working to the body and then the head. He's got the left arm hook in, being held by Matsui. We could have another slow period here. Matsui's options are to tuck and hope that Vitor tries something, or to try and roll. Both men taking their time, being patient.
Perfect opportunity for Vitor to sink his hooks in. But he's a little cautious. He knows Matsui wants that knee. There he goes.
And
nice
spins
spin.
up. And nice
spin.
Nice spin, as you alluded to. And he gets guard. It's a tight guard. Vitor scoots him away from the ropes because we don't want to have a restart. So Vitor, if they were going to scoot, they will scoot back toward the center of the ring. Matsui digging the heel kicks to the liver.
In Vitor's last fight, he was quite happy to stay in Gilbert Yvel's guard and ground and pound. I don't think he's going to be happy doing that now. I think he's definitely going to try and pass his guard, make a move, or just stand up and get out of there and try to get some combinations going.
Now, it's pretty hot here at the Seibu Dome. Outdoors, it's right around 85, 90 degrees, maybe even hotter, so sweat will be a factor when it comes to submissions.
Absolutely. We're 2 minutes into this fight, and they're drenched in sweat. I don't see any arm bars happening here at all. Too slippery.
You know, Vitor said that he really wants to make the sport of mixed martial arts grow in his native country of Brazil. And I quote him, he said, "Fighters don't go to the street and cause trouble. People like Ken and Frank Shamrock and Mark Kerr work and make a living doing this. They don't cause trouble in the street." A true sportsman, Vitor Belfort.
Yeah, definitely. Jiu-Jitsu's been getting a bad rap in Brazil. And believe me, most Jiu-Jitsu players in Brazil are great guys, nice guys, have respect for one another. They're totally misunderstood.
Vitor driving that right hand upside Matsui's head. Another left hand. Vitor's fist dangerous on the ground as well as standing. But standing, he's got a more of a chance to knock Matsui out, because you can't get the distance in a closed guard like this because you're too close. Can't wind up and get the momentum. Punches mixed. So far, Vitor is in control of the fight. He defended well against the shoot. and is pounding away. Matsui has virtually not even landed a punch. There's a couple punches by Matsui, not a lot on them, but at least he's coming out striking now.
Seems like he's pushing Vitor away. You would think Vitor would want to stand. Maybe he's content to stay in the guard. Maybe he feels he can hurt Matsui here. Or he might want to try, if he can't hurt him, he'll probably try and cut him. Because I was talking to Matsui earlier, and I can see that the cuts on his eyes haven't healed from his previous fights.
Matsui going for the knees in the chest, trying to push Vitor back with the knees. Vitor grinding away, couple good punches landing in there. Good right hand by Vitor Belfort.
It's a great left as well. That left connected solid.
Grinding, oh, nice left to the chin of Matsui.
We know that hurt. Matsui's closing his eyes. He wants none of that. He wants none of that.
Pushing Vitor Belfort back with his heels. Vitor grinding away. The referee looking real close.
Matsui's hurt.
Matsui is hurt. He's really eating a lot of punches here. Vitor in total control.
The fight's going to end quick here. Matsui can't take those punches.
Matsui turtling over onto a side position, giving his back again. Doesn't have a lot of options from the guard. He gave up the guard. Now he's in an even worse position because now he can't see the punches. He's a bloody mess. Oh, he's a bloody mess, folks. I think they're probably going to stop this and look at a cut on Vitor. I mean on Matsui.
Vitor absolutely dominating. And you rarely see a guy getting hurt in the guard nowadays, but Vitor has awesome power in both hands, even with the guard, even with the gloves.
Okay, Vitor almost did a knee to the head, but that's a no-no when all fours are touching the ground and the fighter is facing downward. He has to have at least one limb off the ground, that would mean standing on 3 limbs or less, before he can land a strike to the head from a knee or a kick.
Matsui's a bloody mess, although I think he's recovered. There he goes again.
Big punches again by Vitor. His punching cannot be understated. He can really whack with those punches. Trained with one of the greatest boxing coaches in the United States, Al Stanky, and it shows.
This is something you rarely see, a Brazilian grounding and pounding.
That's true. Usually it's the American wrestlers that have coined that style. But now Vitor, who's had a good relation with Mark Coleman and a lot of respect for Mark Kerr, I think has been a student of the game himself and learned from the wrestlers. Matsui trying to put the leg hook over, but he doesn't really have an arm bar or anything here. He has nothing. Vitor defends well. Vitor might want to try for that hooks in and go for a choke, but Matsui is moving. Vitor grabbing the ankle. Matsui tucking, going for a knee bar, but he slips out. Vitor whacking with that left hand.
Vitor respecting the role of Matsui. I don't think Vitor's going to go for the hooks. I don't think he's going to go for his back. I think he feels really comfortable just dominating Vitor with his weight and his punches.
Yeah, Vitor is dominating Matsui at this point with the punches. Matsui's bleeding a lot out the nose. I wouldn't be surprised if the doctor stopped it just to take a check, just for safety reasons. You know, we're not out here to see mayhem here. This is a sport, and sometimes cuts do happen.
It almost looks like Matsui's trying to escape the ring and trying to escape the fight. He looks really hurt. He's bleeding bad. It's just a matter of time.
He's eaten quite a bit of shots from Vitor Belfort. Belfort doesn't look any worse for the wear. Really hasn't been hit at all. And has been in no danger. Completely, totally dominating the fight on the ground from the top and also from the back of Matsui.
The only chance Matsui has here is if Vitor runs out of gas and Matsui turns it on. That's the only chance. Because as long as Vitor's cardio stays intact, Matsui doesn't appear to have a chance here.
Vitor Belfort, in his mixed martial art career, has had 2 losses, and one of them is to Kazushi Sakuraba, one of the greatest fighters in the world. That was a real tough loss because at that time, Vitor was highly regarded, had just knocked out Wanderlei Silva in Brazil, and was really on an upswing. And then he took about a year off and came back and dominated Gilbert Yvel from Holland, who was a highly regarded striker, and it surprised everyone, and he was basically saying, with that fight, I'm back.
Yeah, in the Sakuraba fight, the first minute or so, Vitor looked dominating. He landed punch after punch, but I talked to Sakuraba. He said most of those punches were to the top of the head, and he wasn't fazed by it at all. But it appeared on tape that Vitor was about to knock Sakuraba out, and then the fight after that just was all Sakuraba, 100%. Spinning back kicks, tight kicks while Vitor was on his back. Complete domination. But Vitor looked great against Gilbert Yvel. He's looking great here. He is back.
Yeah, he is back. And, you know, as you alluded to before, the ground and pound game. Okay, and there we go, the end of round one. The ground and pound game is what it's all about for Vitor Belfort, who totally took Matsui to the cleaners in that round.
Complete domination. I wouldn't be surprised if Matsui doesn't answer the bell. The doctor might stop it. He's bleeding bad.
Yeah, he was busted up quite a bit. He's got a couple little nicks around it, but it's mainly the nose that's bleeding. Matsui being the true warrior, he has never given up in mixed martial art combat. He's never tapped out. He's had some hard losses, as we said, to Igor Vovchanchyn, Wanderlei Silva, but those are some of the top fighters in the sport. Here's Vitor grounding away with the right hand, body, then to the head, got his back, grounding away, punching away, pow!
Totally happy punching from behind. He not once did he think to sink his hooks in.
That right hand is just blasting Matsui. Matsui realizes that that's not a good position to be in. And he's trying to think about tucking and rolling and going for the leg, but Vitor's leg is so far back he can't go for the knee bar. And Vitor sneaking a shot back of the head. That's actually not legal, but and here he is in the guard, just pounding away. Matsui trying to push the knees to the chest, get him away, but that's only giving Vitor more distance to punch with. Matsui trying to push back. Really, really in trouble here in the first round against Vitor Belfort. Here it is again. Vitor just grounding away, just cracked that left hand right upside Matsui's chin. Another left hand. It's Vitor's toughest weapon is his left hand, really. He's knocked a lot of guys down with one punch. And here it is again. Matsui trying to escape. Heels on hips. Matsui just taking a beating in this first round.
Effective grounding and pounding, reminiscent of Matt Hughes.
Of the great Matt Hughes.
Now Vitor's got to be careful here because in Matsui's fight with Wanderlei, he was cut up. Wanderlei cut Matsui up and Wanderlei kept coming back. He doesn't look tired. He looks tore up.
Yeah, that right eye of his is in bad shape. It's all swollen up. Vitor's back up, patient again.
Vitor needs to be careful here. Even though Matsui's cut up, he can go forever.
Matsui is the true energizer Japanese pro wrestler. He just goes and goes and goes.
He can take punishment. He's hard to submit. Carlos Newton had him in a couple armbar attempts. Escaped him, went the distance with Newton.
Not a lot of guys go the distance with Carlos Newton, but Daijiro Matsui did. And that right eye of his is almost swollen shut. They might have to make a judgment call if it gets much worse.
The question here is, how does Vitor Belfort feel? Is he getting a little winded? Because he could be in trouble if he's tired. But I could be totally wrong.
I think Vitor looks relaxed as he was in the first round. He's not breathing hard. There's only a short break in between rounds. We would probably see some fatigue. I expect that Vitor is probably going to explode with a punch combination standing. He might not wait for the shoot this time. But Matsui is pretty fast on his feet, backward and forward. So if Vitor does rush in with a punch combination, Matsui could just either avoid it and then drop down for a leg, or he could just move around the ring. Once again, Matsui might be the one that presses this fight because Vitor is being the matador so far. Do you see any weaknesses in Vitor Belfort in this fight, Eddie?
Absolutely not. He's completely dominating Matsui. He just needs to be careful. Matsui's cardio is great.
Matsui's cardio is a strength of his, but probably in every other way, he may be outgunned in this fight.
Doesn't look good for Matsui so far.
Matsui's not a real kicker, so Vitor doesn't have to worry about him chopping away at the leg.
The referee calling for action.
And it sounds like the crowd's calling for action as well. A lot of circling, a lot of looking, but not a lot of fighting. I expect Matsui to explode any minute. It's harder to shoot, actually, with the bare foot.
Absolutely.
with the wrestling shoe, which Vitor has on, it gives you more traction, and the acceleration is quicker because it's more tendency to slip.
And he's using the shoes.
Okay, the referee is warning both fighters to get busy, get with the program, and turn it into a fight. Because after all, this is a fight. This isn't a staring match. We really want to see action.
Like I was saying, Vitor's using the shoes to generate power for his punches. Matsui should have came in with shoes. The danger in wearing the shoes is getting caught in the heel hook. But
Matsui's never been a heel hooker.
well, I meant for Matsui. He should have been wearing shoes, probably.
Right.
I don't think he'd be in any danger of a heel hook coming from Vitor. Vitor just wants to
if anything,
punch.
Yeah, if anything, Matsui would be the one that would throw down the heel hook, but he hasn't even been close to a heel hook because Vitor has protected his legs well on the ground from Matsui.
Here we go.
Okay, Vitor shoots in, he goes for a single, and he takes down Matsui.
Surprise.
Vitor on top in the guard. Now, that was a reversal of what happened in the first round because Matsui shot at that time was Vitor shooting and getting a nice little single leg.
Matsui holding on for dear life, holding Vitor's head down. He doesn't want a repeat of round one. I don't think he could take it.
The chances are good because of the sweat. He's not going to be able to hold on to those arms. Vitor's going to pop back up and start grounding down with those punches.
Another flurry or two, like in round one, and it should spell the end for Matsui.
Yeah, it's too bad because Matsui, a real classy gentleman, just a little bit in over his head against Vitor Belfort in this one. Vitor Belfort really moving up in the rankings, considered probably one of the top fighters in the sport today. There's some great fighters in that division. You got Kazushi Sakuraba, Frank Shamrock, Tito Ortiz, and Vitor's right up there in the mix. Dan Henderson. It's a hot division right now. The middleweight division, 200 pounds and under.
Matsui says he loves arm bars from the ground, from the mount and the guard, but don't expect one here. The mixture of the blood and the sweat, it's just not going to happen unless he would have came in with pants. That's the only hope he would have had for an arm bar.
Now, I know Vitor broke his hand when he fought Sakuraba, but it doesn't seem to be a factor tonight. He doesn't seem to be pulling his punches. He's letting them go with full force, so that hand seems to be back 100%. Vitor grinding away with that left hand again, just taking his time, picking his shots, a little short shot there with the left. Belfort up now. Now, this is a dangerous position. Matsui is going to take full power punches. As soon as Vitor works those hands free, he's going to land the bomb. Picking his shot. Expect a flurry, folks. Matsui chopping away with a little tap of his own.
It's quite obvious Vitor has no intent to submit Matsui. He's not trying to pass his guard. When he had his back, he didn't sink his hooks in. He wants to punish Matsui.
Okay, now the referees are restarting the fighters because they were getting a little bit too close to the ring ropes. One of the safety prevention measures that they take here in the Pride Fighting Championships is if they're on the ground and sliding toward the ring, rather than have them fall out of the ring, which could be potentially dangerous, they actually reset the fighters in the exact same position they were on the ground toward the center of the ring and restart them in the same position.
Yeah, that was taken from jiu-jitsu tournaments. It's quite common.
Pride is taking, oh, nice combination there by Vitor Belfort. Pride has taken virtually the best rules of all mixed martial arts and some martial arts which aren't mixed martial arts, like say like kickboxing or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and put them together in a rule format that is user-friendly, fan-friendly, and safety-friendly for the fighters. Good left hand by Vitor Belfort. Belfort trying to get up high again. Base is up high. Expect him to spring up and drop a couple of bombs. Chopping down with the back hammer fist on Matsui.
It's a great idea. Great left.
There it is. That's his bread and butter punch, folks. Vitor Belfort is a left-hand hitter, but that right hand lands again. His base up high. Matsui, oh! Those punches were partially blocked by Matsui. Matsui might want to try a sweep when he goes up high like that, but Vitor knows the counters.
Here they go. They're moving him to the center of the ring again.
Right.
Good idea. Keeping him in the exact same position. And
There they go again.
Vitor Belfort completely dominating the fight.
3 minutes left in the round.
Not exactly the barn burner. Some people predicted that Vitor was going to knock Matsui out quick. Oh, Matsui going for an armbar, but
Too much space.
too much sweat, too much space. It was a wild attempt, but at least he tried something, rather than just lay in the guard and take a beating. Matsui looking worse for the wear, though. The blood is pretty much subsided. It doesn't appear that Vitor is trying to finish Matsui. Oh, nice right hand by Vitor.
Nice. A couple more of those.
Vitor taking his time and popping up and boom, 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 and then back down in control. Are there any elemental moves that Matsui could do here to get back in the game?
The only thing he could do here is a submission from his back, an armbar triangle, but it's not going to work on Vitor. Vitor's too slick. He's been doing jiu-jitsu for many, many years. He needs to get back. I mean, a knee bar would be his best bet. I don't know if he can pull one out off from his back. I don't know how good he is from his back pulling leg submissions.
That's a problem. He's never even hinted at having a knee bar on someone in any of his previous fights. I doubt we will see one tonight.
Yeah, but coming from the Takata camp, you'd expect it, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen tonight.
Well, one thing we know about Vitor. Oh,
Past his guard.
Past his guard, got the side mount now.
There's not much time left now. Vitor needs.
Now the referee is going to scoop them back toward the center. Matsui looks like he's ready to. He's never given up in a fight, but he's basically holding on right now. Now this is a very bad position for him because Vitor's got. He can put the knee up to Matsui's head, and he can punch from this position. He can also go for a side choke.
Looks like he might want to mount, but if he mounts, well, he's back in the guard.
Back in the guard. Good position there by Daizero Matsui.
Good movement, good hip movement from Matsui.
Matsui, a good defensive grappler to a certain degree, but it's not stopping the punches. That's the thing.
You wouldn't expect Matsui to put a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu stylist back in the guard that easily, but he did. It doesn't seem like Belfort is bothered by that.
He's not worried, as you said. The options from the guard are the triangle and the armbar, and Vitor is not worried at all, so he just lets him get back in the guard because actually it's better punching position for him. He may not have trained a lot in the side mount. But, oh, nice left hand. I think Vitor is pretty much content to ride this one out and get the victory. It seems...
You read my mind, Steve.
It seems pretty much that the judges could come to no other conclusion than a unanimous decision for Vitor Belfort. I've been wrong before, but I would hedge my bets that this one is going to go to Vitor Belfort via unanimous decision.
No doubt. This isn't Vegas.
This isn't Vegas.
It's over.
The fight is over. Vitor helps him up, showing the good sportsmanship. Matsui looks a little disappointed in himself, obviously, but the thing is he didn't get stopped by Vitor Belfort, which was one of the predictions that many people had. So it's not, if he loses the fight, it's not catastrophic.
He hung in there, showed a lot of heart. Bottom line, Matsui has one of the biggest hearts in the business. He never gives up.
Yeah, Vitor Belfort is virtually unscratched. I mean, he basically got a workout. And here it is in the replay. Belfort getting the position up high and cracking away. That one partially blocked, but that's pretty much his strategy. Get the high base up like a wrestler and cracking away with that left hand landing and then the right, and then Matsui blocking fairly well the other punches, but those first left hands did land clean. Matsui's right eye fairly swollen, but I've seen him in worse shape in some fights. For instance, the Vovchanchyn fight, he was bleeding pretty bad. He was all busted up.
Matsui looks like he got jumped.
Yeah, he did. Well, he virtually did get jumped.
And we go to the decision.
Waiting for the judge's decision, and here it is. Vitor Belfort.
The judges have ruled Vitor Belfort.
Great win for Vitor. He needed that.
Vitor took his time. He didn't do anything crazy. He got the win. It wasn't a tremendously exciting match, but Matsui is a great defensive fighter, so Vitor did what he had to do, got the win, up for bigger and better things. There they are showing the respect. There's no bad blood between these gentlemen. They're both really charismatic individuals.
There was a lot of blood, but no bad blood, like you said, Steve.
Yeah, and Vitor Belfort raising the hand of Daijiro Matsui for the hometown crowd. An unfortunate loss for Matsui again. He goes back, but he doesn't look dejected.
Vitor has truly become a class act.
Meus amigos do Brasil, para minha família, para minha tchutchuca, beijo, tchutchuca. E gostaria de agradecer ao Zé Moraes pela força que ele tem dado do esporte. Zé Moraes, estou contigo. Doutor Eurico, Vasco da Gama, é a gente aqui no Brasil brilhando também. Bad Boy, Rio Alto, meus companheiros de treino. E a todos vocês, fãs do Japão, dos Estados Unidos e do Brasil inteiro. Domo arigatou gozaimasu. Gostaria de lançar um desafio. O ano que vem, o Vitor Belfort vai estar vindo na categoria peso pesado, se Deus quiser.
今日はどうも本当にありがとうございます。本当に僕のことを応援してくれる皆さんのおかげで今日勝ったと思います。スポンサーである皆様、友達、家族、そして応援してくれる皆さん、本当にどうもありがとうございました。
E gostaria de parabenizar o Daijiro Matsui, ele é um lutador muito guerreiro, muito técnico. Eu me preparei bastante, está de parabéns já, Daijiro Matsui, e toda a equipe do Takada Dojo.
松井選手、本当にどうもありがとうございました。本当に強くて、またぜひよろしくお願いします。
And there it is. A tremendous amount of respect paid to Daijiro Matsui by Vitor Belfort. And there they are, the Brazilian top team. Vitor Belfort, Daijiro Matsui, bowing to the audience. a very charismatic guy from Texas, from the Lion's Den gym, which is Ken Shamrock's gym, Mr. Guy Mezger. Now, he's a pretty good kickboxer. He's an even better grappler, former king of pancrase here in Japan. So he can stand up and he can fight on the ground. He's had some great opponents, big wins. What do you see, Eddie?
Well, I talked to him earlier. He says he's too strong for Wanderlei. Too big, too strong, too tall for those knees. He knows his last fights were a little boring. That's what he told me. He admitted it. But thinks this fight will definitely be more exciting. Absolutely.
You know, I personally think that Guy has not really put forth his best effort yet, because he's got so many tools that, you know, I mean, with his punching, he's boxed, he's kickboxed, he's fought in pancrase, and he's fought in Vale Tudo and freestyle, mixed martial arts, what have you. So this may be his come-out performance. We'll see. Referee checking his gloves. Guy Mezger's got those Milo good looks. He's got the Superman shirt on tonight. He's got the whole Lion's Den team behind him.
I'll tell you what, when those Lion's Den walk into a restaurant, and I've seen it, or the hotel we were staying at, I mean, they're an imposing force.
They really are. They got some big guys in that corner of Mr. Guy Mezger.
About 2 tons of muscle, to be exact.
In the red corner, from Brazil, Wanderlei Silva.
Oh boy, Wanderlei Silva. This guy is a proverbial wild man from the jungles. He comes from Curitiba, Brazil, way down in South America. He's from the Shootbox Academy, with Master Rujamar Federico there on the right, and his corner man on the left, Jose Pele Landi. Wanderlei Silva in the white shirt, folks. This man is dangerous, Eddie.
I talked to him about Guy Mezger's height. I asked him if it would be a problem getting his knees up there. It was a problem against Tito Ortiz. He's not worried about it. He's aware of his height, but he thinks his best asset are his hands. We'll see.
You know, it's funny you should mention that, because many people have seen Wanderlei fight, and he comes from a strong Muay Thai background at the Shootbox Academy down there in Curitiba. So we've seen him knock guys out with knees. We've seen him even knock guys out with punches, but he also mentioned his punches and his submissions. So we might be able to see some submissions from Wanderlei Silva tonight. A very focused individual. He's been here in Pride before. He fought Daijiro Matsui, won. He fought Bob Schreiber, choked him out in the Pride Fighting Championship Grand Prix opening round in January of this year. So he's not a newcomer here to Japan.
He's extremely confident. This is business as usual for Wanderlei. I asked him if he had any special training for this fight. He said absolutely not. Just another fight for him. He's going to come right at him. Attack, attack, attack.
One thing that Wanderlei Silva did say, and I'll quote him on this, he said, "I'm certain that my fight with Guy Mezger is going to be the best fight in this Pride."
The match consists of 2 10-minute rounds.
There he is, from the Lion's Den, Guy Mezger from the USA. Wanderlei Silva, a very intense and intimidating individual.
Here we have a clash of 2 strikers with completely opposite styles. Mezger is a kickboxing technician, wide variety of strikes, coming from all angles.
Wanderlei's the wild man, coming straight at you, 100%.
Mezger, a finesse counterpuncher.
And here we go, round 1, Mezger versus Wanderlei Silva.
Mezger promising to be a little more aggressive tonight.
Oh, here we go. Trading jabs. Mezger with that left kick. And they're circling. Wanderlei going with the right low kick. Mezger checks it. Both men wanting to get busy. And there he goes with the right hand. Wanderlei slips it back. Wanderlei using some side-to-side motion in this fight. Usually he comes straight in. Mezger made some comments to that effect that he does come straight in with no head movement.
It looks like Mezger's throwing his right hand with a little more power than usual.
But there's that left kick and a left hand over the top by Guy Mezger.
I tell you, Wanderlei is just wild. There he goes.
Into the clinch and a knee by Mezger onto Wanderlei Silva.
I tell you, Wanderlei's like a wild dog. He's ferocious, vicious, always out for blood.
Okay, there looked like a little groin kick action by accident by Guy Mezger. They touch gloves. And Guy Mezger coming in with a left, right. Wanderlei blocking. Wanderlei taking his time, not running in. Is Wanderlei cut?
Wanderlei is cut.
Wanderlei's cut around the right eye. Must have been from that left hand. Guy Mezger shooting in low. Wanderlei trying for the knee. Mezger throwing him against the ropes. Mezger seems to be in control at this moment.
I've never seen Mezger this aggressive. He's looking real good.
Wanderlei going with that left low kick and singling, and the left high kick. Oh! Wanderlei throwing that big right hand, barely missed. Mezger going with the right hand. They're trading bombs here.
Mezger's doing a great job. He's showing power, which it didn't seem like he had.
Good low kick by Wanderlei. Wanderlei coming in with the left right. Mezger in the Muay Thai clinch. This is not, oh, good left hand by Guy Mezger.
Great fight, great fight.
Now this is a fight. Action Jackson fight, all the way. Mezger versus Silva. Left kick by Wanderlei Silva. Mezger checks it just a little bit, but he still took the impact of that kick. Wanderlei wanting to mix it up.
And it looks like Mezger is a little too tall for Wanderlei's knees. He's known for his knees, his razor-sharp knees.
That's a really good point, Eddie, because to do effective knees, if the person is taller, good low kick by Wanderlei. The taller guy will be the more effective guy in the clinch with the knees, and that is Mezger. Mezger going down low. Knee and our left hand by Mezger.
I tell you what, I'm completely impressed with Guy Mezger.
Yeah, Mezger going with that left high kick. You know, he's really controlled the tempo of this fight so far. Wanderlei has come at him with some flurries, but really hasn't done a lot of damage. But Mezger with his left hand, and there they go into the clinch. And they're going to lock it up, and we might see some ground action. Guy Mezger's got some great takedowns, but good left high kick there by Guy Mezger.
Nice,
Wanderlei trying
nice.
to push his way out, and Mezger.
Oh, Guy Mezger's rocked. Guy Mezger's rocked. Oh, Wanderlei all over him.
Mezger getting back up to his feet. Mezger recovering, but as Eddie said, knee to the head by Guy Mezger.
Oh, he's wobbled. His knees are wobbled. People, don't blink.
Wanderlei may go in for the kill here now, but Mezger's smart. Ties him up.
Mezger needs to take him down immediately. Wanderlei's going to work now.
Now Wanderlei gets the underhooks in, gets him around the waist, and tries for his own knees.
Oh! Oh!
Those punches, oh, Mezger firing back. This is a war, folks.
Mezger coming back.
Wanderlei's on him like a pit bull.
Oh, Guy Mezger showing great heart. Oh!
Wanderlei rocked Guy Mezger. Uh-oh, headbutt. Mezger's in trouble. Mezger's in trouble.
Deep trouble.
The fight is over. The fight is over. Guy Mezger has landed the right hand.
The winner is Wanderlei Silva from Brazil.
Guy Mezger has been knocked out by a huge right hand by Wanderlei Silva.
This year, of all time, Wanderlei looked a little frustrated in the beginning of that fight, but he poured it on.
That's a huge win for Silva. Guy Mezger was taking control of the fight, and Mezger got it snatched away from him. Shoebox Academy is back big time. Wanderlei Silva, a huge victory.
Guy Mezger looked great. He looked great. He came aggressive. Maybe that was a mistake.
Yeah, it seemed to be a mistake. Oh my
Beautiful
God.
fight.
That was what action is about. That's what Pride Fighting Championship is about. Two gunslingers finding out who's the quickest draw. It happened to be Wanderlei Silva this time. A huge win.
Wanderlei on the mic.
Mezger still wobbly from that punch.
Mezger's definitely one of the classiest fighters in the sport. He's showing it right now.
Gostaria de agradecer pessoas que me apoiaram lá no Brasil, que incentivaram, a todo o público japonês, aos organizadores do Pride, minha família, meu pai, e dizer que agora, a próxima etapa, eu quero lutar com o Sakuraba, representando bem o Brasil, se Deus quiser, mais uma vez no Pride. Domo arigatou.
Great fight.
今日はどうも本当にありがとうございました。皆さんの声援、家族、友達、みんなのおかげで今日は勝てました。次の試合は桜庭選手と試合がしたいので、次ここに帰ってくるときは桜庭選手とやると思います。どうぞよろしくお願いします。
Wanderlei Silva, a huge win. He's back up there. Here's the replay. Mezger in trouble here. He gets wobbled, and there's that right hook. Great right hook, another right hook. And Wanderlei's just chopping away, gets a little busy there. He used to be a Vale Tudo fighter, tries for the headbutt, and cracks him with a right hand again. It's that right hand over and over. Big right hand right there on the cheek, knocking Guy Mezger out.
Vicious, vicious knockdown. One of the greatest knockdowns in recent history.
Okay, there's that knee. Wanderlei just walked right through Guy Mezger. He just was like a pit bull on him, throwing that right hand over and over, knocking out Guy Mezger. Now in his post-fight interview, Wanderlei challenged Sakuraba.
He says he wants to fight Sakuraba the most.
Yeah,
and who doesn't? Who doesn't? Everybody wants a piece of Sakuraba. That would be a great fight.
That would be a great, oh, what a huge punch. Wanderlei Silva, glad it was over too. He's bleeding, but he was in complete control. What a, you know, if people had any doubt about his punching power, those doubts are laid to rest tonight. Wanderlei Silva back in the winner's circle. Huge win. Congratulations, Wanderlei.
Maybe Mezger.
No sé.
Yeah, here he comes, Rico Rodriguez from the USA, former Abu Dhabi Submission Wrestling World Champion.
I tell you what, I think Giant Ochai's bit off a little more than he can chew. Ochai is one tough guy, but Rico Rodriguez is the most well-rounded fighter at his weight in the world. Brown belt in jiu-jitsu, an extensive wrestling background, and his strikes have become so powerful. I think this one's going to be quick and brutal.
You know, it's interesting because Rico Rodriguez is the current king of the cage heavyweight champion, and he's got a great ground game, but he's most proud of his stand-up game and the progress he's made there. In his last fight, he virtually outboxed Gary Goodridge standing up, and no one expected that. But this one, I think we might see a submission, Eddie.
Yeah, I was talking to Rico earlier. He said he's definitely looking for a submission. He wants to do it for the Japanese fans. They appreciate submissions a little more than knockouts. He wants to put on a show for the fans, but he can't overlook Giant Ochai. Giant Ochai's coming to war.
Yeah, you know, it's an interesting thing that Rico and I talked about the fact that he's such a fun, loving guy. And I said, how is it that a guy like you can get in the ring of the Pride Fighting Championship and go after a guy like you do? And he said he's basically two different people. He's got that thing and he can turn it on and off at will, and that's the fighter in him.
I tell you what, Steve, Rico's one of the most focused fighters I've seen here tonight. I talked to him all. He promises to be the world champion within a year. He's on a mission. His stand-up skills, like I said earlier, have improved immensely. He's ready to rock.
Yeah, he's got Saul Solis in his corner, who's a really good Muay Thai trainer and a very good grappling trainer as well. Rico, as you said, has come from basically the same background you come from Jean-Jacques Machado.
Yes, that's true. He's a brown belt. He spanks everybody at the academy.
Jumping over the ring, here he is, Rico Rodriguez.
The match consists of 2 10-minute rounds.
Rico Rodriguez from the United States.
It's in great shape for this fight.
Giant Ochai, what a wild man. Now this guy, I don't know who likes being in the ring more, Giant Ochai or Rico. They both love being in that ring. Giant Ochai, the quintessential retro showman at this point, Eddie.
Yep. In only his second NHB fight, Rico has an edge on him in experience. He likes the rear naked choke, Ochai. He's been training his hands with Satake. We'll see if that comes into play tonight. Rico's focused, he's on a mission.
And here we go, round 1. Rodriguez versus Ochai. Expect fireworks in this one. It might not go long, folks. We don't know. Nice right low kick by Rico Rodriguez.
Tell you what,
Coming in, shooting those left rights.
Rico's gonna soften him up and go for the
Right
takedown.
front kick by Rico Rodriguez.
Expect to shoot. Rico wants to take him down, submit him.
Rear back kick by Rico Rodriguez. Doesn't do anything.
He's been hanging out with Sakuraba.
And Rico shoots, just as Eddie said. Giant Ochai with the underhooks. Now they're in a standing clinch. Rico chopping away with the tie knees. Most of those aren't landing because Giant is blocking with his right hand.
Rico definitely wants to go to the ground. He wants an armbar, he'd like a triangle, a leg submission. He wants to make the Japanese fans happy. He wants... Here we
Good
go.
punches by Rico Rodriguez. Giant Ochai answers back with the left hook.
It's going down now, guys. There we go.
Nice sprawl by Ochai. Rico frustrated in his shooting attempt. Ochai got a front guillotine. Rico not worried. He's been there, done that.
Oh! Oh! Nice.
Beautiful body slam by Rico Rodriguez. He put that leg under the crotch, put the arm over the top, and picked him right up and slammed him out of that guillotine choke. Side mount control. Rico going for the mount. Got half mount now. Right hand by Rico Rodriguez.
Rico in the half guard. Expect him to pass. He will pass. He does want the mount.
Pass the guard, right?
Just a matter of time, Steve.
Well, Ochai's he did a good sprawl, but and he got the guillotine choke, but Rico's been there a million times, and he did a beautiful upward body slam over the head.
Good left.
Chopping away there with the right hand. He's going to distract him with the punches, then he's going to pass the guard, as you said.
Ochai's doing a good job of keeping him in half guard.
Uh-oh, going for the knee bar now.
He's got it.
He's got it. He's got it.
He might be a little too low on the leg. He's readjusting. Ochai spun out.
He pushes his way out and back on their feet. Great defense there by Giant Ochai.
Ochai has some skill. Now it's on, fellas.
Now Ochai's got some wild punches standing up, and expect low kicks from Ochai as well. There's a left roundhouse kick blocked by Rodriguez.
Expect Rico to shoot again.
I think Rico is going to shoot, but he's going to punch his way in. There's a nice right hand, but it was blocked by Ochai. Rico going for a whizzer now, side takedown, but Ochai is the bigger man blocking the technique. Back to standing, clinched on the corner. 3 minutes passed.
Ochai told me personally that Rico, he thinks Rico's too pretty to stand with him. He doesn't want to stand with him. He wants to take him down. But I'll tell you what, Rico's stand up.
Rico chopping away with a knee to the leg. Now, those aren't apparent at first, but later on, those are going to add up because they give you a slow Charlie horse.
Like I was saying, Rico's stand-up has improved 100%. He's not afraid to stand with this guy.
Rico trying with that right knee to the belly. Another left knee, not much on it. Ochai biding his time, basically trying to block the takedown. Rico chopping away with the knees.
There we go. There we go.
But Ochai won his own takedown and it missed. Almost turned his back to Rodriguez and pulled Rodriguez into the half guard again.
Too slippery. Plus, that's not going to work on Rico. Rico has an extensive wrestling background. He saw that coming a mile away. Passed, he's mounted. Ochai's in trouble.
He's in trouble because Rico's going to punch away and get into post the arms just like the turn his back. Not a good move against Rico Rodriguez. Got the hooks in, Eddie.
Rear naked choke. He's caught in his own favorite move. Imagine that. He's turning around. It looks like he's turning around. He's going to turn.
He's sideways.
You better watch it.
Rico's got his back. He's got the arm hook in under the arm. He might go for an arm bar, but Rico's got the hooks in.
He's got the triangle control from the back. He needs to be careful. Ochai might catch.
Just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. If Ochai was smart, he would try and hook that right foot of Rodriguez, and he could alleviate the pressure, even get him to get out of the position. He could create pain on that right foot. Right, Eddie?
Yes.
But
Rico's too slick for that. Ochai's in trouble here.
Yeah, it's a matter of time before Rico sinks that choke.
He has 5 minutes left in the round. Plenty of time to work that rear naked choke.
It's like riding a whale because that's a big guy in there, Giant Ochai. He's named Giant because they say he's like a great big teddy bear or panda bear, to be more specific.
Here we go. Soften him up.
Rico rolling around with him.
Don't be surprised if he switches to an armbar. Based on what Ochai does, if Ochai tries to spin out of it, it's going to take an arm.
He might do that right about now. He's got that arm hooked. Pop. That was a good defensive move by Ochai, taking advantage of the sweat and popping over into the mounted position. Still not a good position, but it's better than having your back to Rico Rodriguez.
Rico's too slick here. This is Rico's world. Ochai's in deep trouble. Just a matter of time.
Rico's smothering him right here.
The only chance Ochai here. Oh, he's tapped. It's over.
Yeah, he smothered him. Chest engaged smother move by Rico Rodriguez.
The winner is Rico Rodriguez.
Big win for Rico. Big win.
Now Rico predicted a submission. He got a submission. It might not have been the one he wanted, He didn't to smother a man with his chest, but it's a technique. He used it. A lot of guys just use it to cook a guy and slow him down, but Rico actually submitted Giant Ochai with the move.
And he did it for the Japanese fans. He wanted to please them. He loves coming to Japan. He loves fighting for the Japanese people. Here we go. The mount control Rico had is too much for Ochai, just smothering him here. Ochai couldn't breathe, just all over him here.
He's twisting up on that neck, and he's also got Rico's got his chest against Ochai's face and nose, can't breathe, and tap out.
Rico Rodriguez.
Now Ochai has the mic.
He says, Giant Ochai says he loves to be beaten.
I guess he's having a good time then.
He must have gotten his fill on that one.
Rico, the pretty boy. Let's see what he has to say.
I'd like to say thank you to everybody here in Japan. You guys treat me fabulous, and I just want to thank you very much. And I love Japan, and I love the fans. Thank you.
A true class warrior.
Yeah, you know, that's Rico's second fight with Pride. Another big victory, but this one, unlike the other one, he got the submission, didn't go past the first round. He took care of Giant Ochai.
The fight went exactly as planned.
Here's the replay. He's got him in the clinch, coming back, striking away with the left hand. Rico showing some dominance there with the stand-up. Giant trying to punch his way out, but Rico just staying out of harm's way. It's as if he wanted to make a statement with his strikes early on. Good left hand by Rodriguez. Staying out of harm's way from that left kick. Staying on top of Giant Ochai. And here they are with that under the crotch, slamming Ochai down.
Excellent, excellent.
Getting into side control.
I tell you what, there we go, here's the end.
There's the smother, and it makes him tap out.
I tell you what, the only chance Ochai had was to grind it out to the end of the round for the restart.
Yes or no?
But the same here.
Coleman, push Masaaki stomach a bit. Push harder. Make a fist and roll it around. Just get
The match consists of two
Okay, here we
10-minute
go.
rounds.
Battle of two big men in this one.
青コーナー192センチ110キロゲリー・ゲットリッチ
Big Daddy Gary Goodridge from Canada. Now this man I termed as king of the one-punch knockouts. He's ready to go.
赤コーナー187センチ104キロギリバー
Now, if there's ever been a real action stand-up fighter in this sport, this guy can do some crazy moves, jump knees, punches. He's a knockout artist himself. He got beat in his last fight by Vitor Belfort with a ground game, and I think Gary saw that ground game, got Mark Coleman into his training, and expects to take Gilbert Yvel down in this fight and try and duplicate what Vitor Belfort did in his last fight against Gilbert Yvel.
And that's a fight strategy we've never seen from Gary Goodridge. He always thought trying to take the fight to the ground was silly. Gilbert has changed his mind.
Okay, here we go, round one. Two men with danger in their eyes standing up. Both had powerful fists. Gary Goodridge more of a one-punch guy, and Gilbert more of a combination stand-up striker.
The fight will end up on the ground. Gary's on a mission to ground and pound.
Gilbert taking his time, unlike last fight with Vitor Belfort, where he came right out and threw a kick and got taken down immediately. Big high kick! The fight is over! One huge kick! Gilbert Yvel making a huge statement! One kick! That's what Thai boxing's all about! You can't stand there against a guy with lightning in his foot like that!
Oh my. Gilbert Yvel has arrived to the mixed martial arts world in a big way.
In 1 minute, 28 seconds into the first round, the winner by a knockout, Gilbert Yvel.
28 seconds, my God, and with a kick, a single kick. Neither man threw a punch. Neither man shot in for a takedown. Gilbert Yvel took his time, unlike his last fight. He learned his lesson and went high. You know, a lot of guys don't know how to block a high kick, and if they don't, it's bye-bye. And that's what happened with Gary Goodridge. A horrible loss for him, but he'll be back undoubtedly. Gilbert Yvel, like I said before, that's an action figure right there waiting to be made.
Gary Goodridge still down. This has got to be one of the most devastating knockouts in mixed martial arts history.
Now there have been, here it is on the replay. He's waiting, and he's in big high kick, just bounced off Gary Goodridge's head. An instant knockout. If you don't block a technique like that, if you don't know how to understand the high kick, you can't drop your hands against a Muay Thai fighter with the kicking ability of Gilbert Yvel. You just cannot do it, because he will crack the shin kick and call boom. Horrible sight to see, but you know what? Gilbert Yvel, as you said, Eddie, has arrived. There's a backflip. Whoa, what a gymnast this guy. Wild man from Holland, Gilbert Yvel.
That's one for kickboxers all over the world. They're jumping up.
Last time I fight Vitor Belfort was a very good fight, but for me it was the first time in Pride, because the rules were a little bit different. It was a big fight. Today I feel more comfortable, and this is what I always try to show you. Kicking, punching, so fast and so hard as possible. Thank you.
He is one dangerous man.
Now, if you're going to fight Gilbert Yvel and you don't know how to defend against punches and kicks, you better just run in there and try and take him down.
Well, it's good to see Gary up,
I want to dedicate this fight
and walking around. He's all right.
He dedicated his fight to the great K1 champion who passed away a couple days ago, Andy Hoog. That's a very classic move. Andy Hoog, one of the greatest K1 fighters, which is a kickboxing event. Gilbert Yvel dedicating his fight to Andy Hoog.
Andy Hoog definitely smiling up in heaven right now.
feel tonight?
I'm feeling good, Steve, thanks.
So what are we going to see tonight from Mark Kerr?
Better performance than last time. I'm just a lot better condition, a lot better shape, a lot more focused right now. You know, I just want to go out and have a fearless, dominant fight and just show them that I'm the best fighter in the world right now.
You seem like you're back to having fun with the game.
Yeah, it seems kind of like an oxymoron. You don't put fun and fighting together, but this is there is fun in it. It's great to be an entertainer. It's great to be out in an arena like this and you know, fight for the Japanese American fans. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing.
It's a pleasure and good luck tonight.
Thank you, Steve.
In the blue corner, from the United States of America, Mark Kerr!
I'll tell you what, Steve. A year ago, Mark Kerr was considered unbeatable. He was the most feared fighter in the sport. But he's had a couple of subpar performances, and he knows he needs to win tonight. He needs to win big to get back on top. In his way, Borisov Igor from Russia, world champion in Sambo, he thinks he can keep Mark Kerr on the downslide using leg locks and arm bars. Tonight, we find out.
You know, it's interesting you should say the last year because Mark told both of us that he has basically just gotten back into the groove of, rather than the last year where he was fighting to not to lose, now he's just going in there and fighting, and he's taking all the pressure off of him.
And you might notice he's not as cut as he usually is. He's not worried about looking good. He's thinking about feeling healthy, getting in the ring, taking care of business, and having fun, most of all.
You know, one of the things about him, like you say, he's not cut. Well, he's still pretty cut, but not compared to what he used to be. But one of those things had to do with his diet because he had a blood sugar problem which affected his performance, at least against his last fight against Kazuyuki Fujita, where he ran out of gas because of his like blood sugar deficiency. His dietitian told him, look, just eat whatever you want. And Mark said to me, and this is kind of funny, that it doesn't matter what you look like. It's not a beauty contest in there. He said, it doesn't matter if you got a 12-pack, a 6-pack, or a 9-pack, just as long as you win.
He needs to win big tonight, Steve. He didn't look good against Vovchanchyn. He looked good against Fujita the whole first part of that fight. But like you said, he had a problem with the sugar balance.
Well, you know, he's fighting another gentleman who's in tremendous shape, and Borisov Igor. But he's kind of an X factor. He's really only had one or two mixed martial art fights himself. He's mainly, as he said, you know, a Sambo guy, but Mark, as we know, is a real diverse fighter, coming from a wrestling background and former two-time Abu Dhabi submission wrestling champion, Mark, the Specimen Kerr.
In the red corner, from Russia, Borisov Igor!
Okay, here he comes. It's the mystery man. We don't know a great deal about him other than the fact that he is the world Sambo champion. And he fought against Giant Ochai, put him away in Ultimate Boxing a couple months ago, and looked good in doing so. A tremendously conditioned athlete and really confident, Eddie.
Well, like you said, he's a champion in Sambo. He won the World Cup in 1993 in Spain. But he's been training a lot of kicks lately. He's comfortable with his hands. He loves leg locks, obviously, with the Sambo background. And he loves arm locks. I think he's in for a war.
I think he's in for war, but you know, it's hard to make an absolute prediction on a gentleman like this because we've seen fighters come out of Russia like Igor Vovchanchyn that we knew nothing about, and all of a sudden they just dominate the sport. So it's going to be a tough one, but he's in against one of the top 3 fighters in the division in the world in Mark Kerr. And so this could be a real coming out party for Borisov Igor, or it could be a going away party for Borisov Igor. We shall see.
But I'll tell you what, when Mark Kerr is focused, I don't think anybody could beat him. And I know he's focused. Borisov Igor's gonna have his hands full. He's gonna be in deep trouble. That's my prediction. I could be wrong. Oh, everybody underestimated Fujita in this fight. He shocked the world. We're gonna find out in about 2 minutes.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting because I was watching Mark Kerr work out the other day with Rico Rodriguez, and Mark Kerr, for a big guy, moves so fast.
The match consists of 2 10-minute rounds.
'Mark the Specimen Kerr, originally nicknamed the Smashing Machine in Brazil when he fought in the Vale Tudo down there. Borisov Igor from Russia. Now, I'm going to tell you something. This guy looks very well conditioned.
He looked really good against Giant Ochai. But like I said, Mark Kerr is so focused. He has his hands full, Borisov does.
Referee Yuji Shimada explaining the rules: no headbutts, no elbows. And both these gentlemen know the rules. Neither one of them is known as a dirty fighter. So I expect a real good, clean match. I think this is going to be a ground battle, Eddie, don't you?
I think so as well. Mark Kerr has a clean, quick shot. Borisov virtually has no chance of defending against the takedown.
Here we go, round one. Russia versus the United States. There's a little bit of a weight difference in this. Borisov coming out with his hands up. Kerr much improved in the stand-up game. Both men circling, waiting. Nice right low kick by Mark Kerr to let him know that he's got striking weapons right out of the gate.
That had to hurt. A couple more of those and Borisov Igor will be limping.
Yeah, Borisov looks a little bit tight. Going for his own high kick, but there was nothing on that. Maybe trying to duplicate Gilbert Yvel's feat against Gary Big Daddy Goodridge.
And he said he just started working leg kicks.
Another right low kick by Kerr, goes to the well again. Kerr shoots and down they go. Beautiful double leg takedown. Borisov pulling guard.
Inevitable. You can't stop Mark Kerr from the takedown. No way.
In mixed martial arts, currently, Mark Kerr may be the premier takedown artist, although Fujita took him down in their fight.
Yeah, if he gasses out and he's getting tired, that's the only shot an opponent of Mark Kerr has.
Borisov is turning his hips to the side. Mark Kerr knows probably virtually every offensive, defensive position from the guard, so he's nothing he hasn't seen before.
Holding Mark Kerr's head down is a good idea here. You don't want him to start smashing down those punches.
Mark Kerr bringing his base up high. Borisov loosening the guard. And back to a semi-tight guard. Borisov is playing the hip game, going from one side to the other, trying to get an angle, possibly for an arm or some other kind.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to try to go for an arm.
It looks like he's got some moves on the ground. He's defending against the punches Mark Kerr can't land. And Borisov, as you said, holding him tight. Great idea. Got the arm in this time.
I like Borisov Igor's hip movement.
Kerr going for the neck crank here.
Can opener.
Yeah, Borisov's got to do something. He's got to do something. Spin out, go for an armbar. He's not in trouble. Doesn't seem to be worried about the position at all. Maybe he's one of these guys who's got a real flexible body.
He's holding it tight.
Mark Kerr could get the submission here. He could submit it from here.
It happened.
He's my God, Mark Kerr submitting Borisov Igor quick with a can opener neck crank.
Mark Kerr is back. And Borisov Igor,
he's going to be seeing a chiropractor.
Back to the drawing board for Borisov Igor.
Now on paper with Borisov's sambo background, you would have thought that he would have had maybe some answers to that move.
Yeah, 6 seconds into the first round. The winner is Mark Kerr.
2 minutes, 6 seconds of the first round. Mark Kerr on a mission, back on top. Like I told you earlier, Steve, when Mark Kerr's ready to go, I don't think anybody can beat him.
You know, you may be right, because that was an impressive victory. He took his time, came out through some low kicks, let the guy know, here's some stand-up, got the guy thinking, stand up, shot him for the double leg, got guard, and just said, okay, you got guard, here's a neck crank, bang, and the fight was over.
That's the second can opener I've seen work. Like, there we go.
Boom. Big low kick. Now, those hurt. Kerr can kick because I know guys, they don't want, and he goes for that double leg. Borisov doesn't sprawl out, doesn't underhook, doesn't even try to defend, just goes to guard.
Neck crank, Mark Kerr. Some people call it the can opener. It's a neck crank.
You know, one of Mark Kerr's former teammates out of the Hammer House, Mark Coleman, used that same neck crank can opener from the guard against Satake in January to qualify for the Pride Fighting Championship Grand Prix, of which he won. Now Kerr probably thinking, hey, one wrestler won the Grand Prix Pride tournament. Maybe he's next.
We're going to see a lot of these can openers coming in.
You know, it's interesting. Oh, he's, you know, Borisov's going out of the ring. That was a tough one, you know.
He's all right.
Just a safety precaution. That's a tough move. You get a guy as strong as Mark Kerr up there, that hurts.
Mark Kerr on the mic. Talk to us.
MC Mark Kerr.
I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out, seeing me tonight. And I want you all to know I'm in this ring fighting for you. Every single one of you, every time I step in, I am here for you.
今日ここに試合を見に来てくれた一人一人のファンの皆様、この試合を一人一人の皆様に捧げます。皆様のために戦いました。ありがとうございました。
Mark Kerr paying respects to the fans, his lifeblood, and he knows it.
I just want to say tonight and every night after, I want to show you the fans that I am the most dominant fighter in the world.
Not only does Mark Kerr look like a bodybuilder, but he has the flexibility of a gymnast. He can do incredible things. His kick, he can kick high. His tight kicks are nice and solid.
You know, Mark Kerr is one of the wrestlers that really is a student of the game, improved not only his submissions, but his stand-up. Came out, looked good standing up, but decided to go back to his bread and butter, got the neck crank, and made Borisov Igor tap out.
There we go with the neck crank, neck lock, can opener, call it what you want. There's no escape here. That, too tight, too solid, could have broke his neck. This is the best Pride ever. This is the best Pride ever. It's the best.
I'm here with Igor Vovchanchyn from Ukraine. Igor, it's a big night tonight. You're facing Enson Inoue. How do you feel?
Сегодня большой для тебя момент. Встретишься с Энсоном Инуэ. Как ты себя чувствуешь?
Прекрасно, как всегда.
As always, I'm ready to fight.
А лучше не бывает.
Can't feel better.
Я тоже давно жду.
Okay, I understand that you train a lot in your room there in the hotel. What is the training in the room like?
Мы так поняли, что тренируешься ты здесь в основном в комнате, в гостиничной. Как выглядит такая тренировка в комнате?
Короткая тренировка. Боксерские лапы. В принципе. Ничего лишнего.
A little bit stretching, exercises, boxing, punching. 15 minutes is enough.
Okay, very good. It's a pleasure and good luck tonight, Igor.
Удачи.
Большое спасибо.
Okay, there he is, the punching machine from the Ukraine, Igor Vovchanchyn. Enson Inoue. Now, Eddie, I'm not going to give anybody credit here, but you were talking to him about wearing gi pants.
I told him it's a good idea because if Igor's going to be in his guard, if he could take Igor down, why not wear the gi pants? It's a lot easier to get submissions, arm bars, triangles with the gi pants. It's a good idea, and there's really nothing Igor could do to use against him. I mean, the pants aren't going to be the downfall for Enson Inoue. They'll only help him.
So by using the gi pants, you know he's going to try for a ground game because he's not going to help him standing up. Yeah, here we go, round one.
Trying to change his game.
And he goes in with that right hand.
Oh, he's trying to take him down.
Trying to take him down through the right hand out of the gate. Vovchanchyn's falling back, training with Igor Vovchanchyn. Vovchanchyn in the gunfight here. Enson Inoue throwing bombs. They're throwing bombs, folks. Big right hand by Vovchanchyn. Down goes Inoue. Vovchanchyn going to the guard. That's not where he wants to be.
Fireworks.
Vovchanchyn trying to pass the guard. Oh, he's almost in a reverse triangle. Trying to get out. He's got his back. Vovchanchyn on top. This is a war, folks. Half mount by Vovchanchyn for half guard. Vovchanchyn cut. Oh my God, it's a bad cut.
Well, Enson did throw down with Vovchanchyn. He's bleeding bad now.
That cut may have been open to that wild right hand that Enson Inoue threw at the very beginning, or it may have been a head, but we don't know for sure. But Vovchanchyn on top. Vovchanchyn's been cut. He is a bit of a bleeder. He's bled in almost every one of his fights.
And Vovchanchyn was throwing some wild rights that virtually all missed.
If those punches would have connected, this fight would have been over maybe either way. Although Vovchanchyn's got a great chin, being a former kickboxing champion. And Vovchanchyn might want to try and pass the guard, get them out, but from the mount, he's really only going to try and ground and pound because Vovchanchyn is not notorious for submissions.
Enson needs to put Igor in full guard. That's all he's thinking about right now. If he can put him in full guard, he has a real good chance of pulling off an armbar or a triangle. He got Randy Couture in a beautiful armbar. He needs to put him in his full guard.
Now, I think that Vovchanchyn basically is going to try to ground and pound from this position. That's his only shot here. Enson did go for the guard, as you said, Eddie.
Here we go.
Vovchanchyn sitting up high, much like Sakuraba did against Renzo Gracie.
Enson needs to hold his head down in order to get that armbar. He needs to break his posture. Enson doing great so far.
Enson going up high with the legs. He's going to go for the triangle. He gives it up. Oh, good left hand by Vovchanchyn. Another good left hand. Enson Inoue's head hit the canvas. That was such a hard shot. Even from the guard, Vovchanchyn could generate power, and Enson knows that. He's going for the armbar now.
He's got an inverted armbar.
Vovchanchyn going up high.
He's got his arm. You see what I mean, Steve? The submissions on his back are a little more dangerous. He's going for him now. Igor's a little worried.
Well, if he's worried, he got out of both of them. Vovchanchyn still in the guard. Enson Inoue with a closed guard around Igor's back. Igor sitting up tight, grinding away, right hand to the body. Enson trying, legs up high again. Igor seems to know how to defend at this point, but Enson is dangerous, as you alluded to, because he's got submissions from the bottom. That's probably his best position. Good left hand by Vovchanchyn.
There he goes.
Oh, he's going for the armbar. Vovchanchyn gets his way out. Vovchanchyn with a loose guard may want to think about trying to stand up, especially when he's not totally trapped down like this.
There he goes again. Enson has a nice guard.
There he goes punching again. Big right hand, but it missed. Now, if he misses his head and hits the canvas, that right hand landed. Left hand by Vovchanchyn. Vovchanchyn throwing bombs from the guard here.
There he goes. If he keeps his legs high and gets a high guard, those punches won't be as effective. He can't wind up. He needs to get a higher guard.
Chopping away with that right hand.
Igor was holding on to Enson's gloves.
Big right hand by Vovchanchyn. Vovchanchyn cracking away that right hand over and over.
Enson hanging on. He needs to try submission now. Before it's too late.
He doesn't want to get dizzy from those punches because those punches will have an effect inside of his head. Vovchanchyn cracking away.
Right there, arm open.
Wild right hand by Vovchanchyn missing. Scooting to the side. He may have a restart back to the center of the ring. Enson going up high again, but nothing doing. Vovchanchyn staying in a good position to avoid the submission at this point.
Looks like Enson's getting a little rocked.
Left hand, right hand by Vovchanchyn, over and over. Enson's taking some shot, but he said he was okay to the referee. Still very much in the fight. He's slipping some of those punches a little bit. He's taking a little bit of the impact, but he's turning his head, so he's not taking the full impact. Hopefully, Vovchanchyn will punch himself out. Right hand by Vovchanchyn again.
Like Vitor, Igor's punches from the guard are powerful.
Vovchanchyn's been landing some serious punches from the guard.
It looks like Enson's rocked.
Yeah, you know, he does look rocked. Vovchanchyn's cut seems to have subsided a little bit. And Igor continued to grind. Oh, big right hand.
Oh.
Hard right hand by Vovchanchyn.
Enson needs to try another submission attempt.
He's going up high.
Yep.
Legs up high.
That's his only hope at this point.
This fight is starting to look like a classic battle between Tank Abbott and Oleg Taktarov, where the puncher was on top throwing punches, and later on, the grappler from the bottom got rear control and choked him out. We'll see if that can happen tonight.
I don't think Igor's going to punch himself out. I think he can keep punching all night. Powerful strikes.
Powerful strikes. Now, in Enson's last fight, he was in the guard against Mark Kerr, but these strikes probably have a little more impact than Kerr's did.
A little more juice behind them.
That's right. Igor's got the arm trap, but I don't even think he knows he does.
Enson looked like he was shifting his hips. Looked like he might be thinking armbar again.
Because Igor's arms are so short, he probably would be hard to armbar because his body is so thick and short and stubby. He's never been submitted with a straight armbar or a leg lock. There's that right hand again.
I'll tell you what, anybody can get armbarred.
But he hasn't been yet in his career. Theoretically, you're right. We'll see if it happens tonight. We'll see if the theory. We'll see if the theory of the armbar can take Igor Vovchanchyn out.
Enson drops.
Here we go.
If Enson could just keep Igor's head down tight, those punches wouldn't be as effective. He needs to break his posture. 3 minutes to go. Can Enson hang on?
Igor has virtually pummeled Enson Inoue, but Igor, because of the strike early on, looks worse for the wear. Enson hanging on, still thinking submission, open guard. Going up high again.
There he goes. There he goes.
Igor keeping down low.
He might not have enough
Across
gas
the face right hand by Vovchanchyn. Vovchanchyn grinding down with that left back fist. Got Inoue's arms trapped.
Igor's just non-stop. Right, left, power in both hands.
Now, at the end of this round, in the next round, there will be a restart. Enson's got to get Igor on the ground again because if Igor drops that right hand from standing, it could be all over.
Igor said in his pre-fight interview that Enson's weakness is his chin. Yes, he's proven tonight that is not his weakness.
Well, he hasn't hit him on the chin yet. He's hit him on the top of the head, but if he hits him on the chin, we'll see.
This dude looked like he hit him on the chin about 50 times.
No, he's hit him on the top of the head. He hasn't caught him clean on the chin yet.
A couple minutes to go. Doesn't look like Igor's tiring out at all. It looks like Enson might be fading.
Now, Enson is blocking partially a lot of those shots, and Igor trying for a mount, but then
back to half guard.
Half guard now. Expect Enson to try and get back into full guard. Igor going for the mount, but Enson trying to prevent that. Foot trap.
This is going to be interesting now.
And Igor almost got the mount, almost, but no, he's going to give it up.
I think Igor's punches were more effective from the guard. It's a little too tight here. Can't wind up. He was doing great from the guard.
Yeah, well,
look at that. He's pummeling.
Okay, now he's going for the mount again. He was going for the mount. 1 minute left. 1 minute left in the first round. Igor almost got the mount.
He's going to start dropping bombs now.
Right back fist to Enson. Enson's in trouble now. Igor in the mount.
It's almost
He's got
over.
his back. Now this is what he doesn't want because Vovchanchyn can virtually control it, same way he did against Matsui, grinding down with that right back fist.
Can he hold on? The end of the bell, the end of the round is near. Can he hold on?
Big punches by Vovchanchyn. Enson's in trouble here. Virtually no chance of a submission from this point.
30 seconds to go. Can Enson hold on?
Vovchanchyn needs to wind up with that left hand.
It looks like Igor's tiring out.
Needs to wind up to the front. There it is. Enson hanging on.
Hanging on, trying to put him back in half guard. Can he hold on? There's about 10 seconds left.
Enson doing virtually nothing but covering up and taking a beating at this moment.
Looks like Enson's gonna make it. Looks like he's gonna make it. Don't expect a submission attempt.
There it is. Round one.
Wow.
Enson Inoue taking a virtual beating in that round from Igor Vovchanchyn. Igor being cut himself. Enson's still on the mat. Doesn't look like he even wants to get up. It looks like they may call this fight.
This fight may be over.
Enson can't even get up on his own. This fight may be over. It's over.
It's over.
There's no way. He can't even make it back to his corner. He can't even stand up.
Enson had to be dragged back in his corner. Not a good sign. He's sitting on the floor. Don't expect him to be back.
It's a tough proposition having a guard against a guy that will not let you get him in a submission hold and bashes your head in.
Enson took a beating.
He looks like he's pretty much out of it. They may call this
over.
fight.
It's over.
They may call. Yeah, the doctor's really looking at him.
Great fight. Great fight. Enson hung in there, showed a lot of heart. Enson is a true warrior.
You know, in a way, I hope they stop it. No. He shouldn't go back out there because standing up, he's not got no shot. His head is still spinning.
He's not going to make it.
You know, Vovchanchyn will drop up. That fight is over.
The fight is over. It looked like he wanted to continue. Looked like he wanted to continue. The ref stepped in. The doctor stepped in. Stopped it.
Vovchanchyn ready to continue the beating.
Good call.
In 1 round, by Dr. Stop, the winner is Igor Vovchanchyn!
Now Vovchanchyn has got the hammer fist of Thor. Those big punches, even though in the guard you can't wind up full power, still enough power to knock out Enson Inoue and make him, well, he didn't want to quit. The doctor stopped the fight, but it was for his own good. The side of his head is swollen. Another huge win for Vovchanchyn.
Here's the replay.
He tested the chin. Never really caught him clean on the chin with a good shot. Enson Inoue trying his hardest to swing and punch with, he did exactly what he said he was going to do, Eddie.
He went toe-to-toe with Igor just like he said.
Toe-to-toe, wild punches.
Cut him with that right hand.
Yeah, it was the right hand that cut Vovchanchyn. So he did accomplish, there's another right hand. That was the one that cut Vovchanchyn, that second right hand, but it didn't hurt Vovchanchyn. Vovchanchyn never really been knocked off his feet in a mixed martial arts fight.
Enson coming with back fists, big rights.
You know, down to the ground, Vovchanchyn trying to get side control. Vovchanchyn on top, and then he's almost got them out, you know, and then Inoue just basically couldn't even stand up. He was virtually out of it after the round. His cornermen were really, they don't want to really throw in the towel. He's got the heart of a lion, true Japanese spirit. And here's Vovchanchyn in the ring.
Enson has nothing to be ashamed of. He fought a great fight. He did what he said he was going to do, went toe-to-toe.
Vovchanchyn really put a beating on Enson. I mean, Enson could take a punch. If there was any question about his chin, it was answered tonight. He's got a good chin.
Both fighters look like they've been in a car wreck.
Kazunari Murakami. Looks like he's been out in the sun a little bit, Eddie.
A tanning salon.
Antonio Inoue looking on. Took his shirt off. It's kind of hot in here right now. Former K1 superstar Masaaki Satake.
He looks really focused, doesn't he, Steve?
Yeah, you know, he trains with Giant Ochai, so they kind of probably go to the same hairstylist. Like I said before, cross-time rivalry. I expect passion in this fight. Kazunari is probably going to shoot for that takedown immediately. Doesn't want to stand up with Satake. Satake can bang.
Expect massive roars from the crowd.
Here we go, round one. Satake versus Kazunari. Kazunari shoots for that clinch. Satake with a low base. Avoided the takedown. Dropped a little bit of a right hand early on. Now into an over-under clinch.
Satake's going to be hard to take down.
He's really got a good base. He's got strong legs, and as we said before, he's developed a good sprawl in his last two fights. His first fight in Pride was against Mark Coleman, and he got neck cranked from the guard, which was an unfortunate wake-up call. But his fight after that was against Guy Mezger, and a reasonably close fight. He lost a decision. But the experiences undoubtedly helped him. Murakami Kazunari hasn't fought in Pride in quite some time, so the pro wrestling thing might keep him agile in one way, but he may be rusty in other ways. Murakami trying to tip him this way, that way, trying to go for a judo hip throw.
Worked excellent against John Dixon in Pride 1.
And that was a big man, John Dixon.
It's going to be a little harder here with Satake. This is all he's been training lately, is avoiding the takedowns.
A little bit of a stalemate now. Satake isn't worried about trying to get work the underhooks from this position, keeping his hips down low. He knows what Murakami wants to do. He wants to steal him one way or another and get him off balance, then hip throw him. He's a judo man. That's their bread and butter.
He does not want to take any chances with Satake's power. Satake turns him around, back in the corner.
Satake would like nothing more for them to break and get some distance. And there's that trip, and there they go. Into the mount. Murakami Kazunari in the mount. Satake not in trouble yet, but this is where Murakami wants to be. He wants to set up that armbar, Eddie.
We'll see. We'll see what kind of skills he has from the mount. Satake's in trouble now. It's early in the round.
And they're right near the middle of the ring. Kazunari can take his time, ride it out, hammer down those little left hammer fists down on Satake. Satake may have trained like this, but it's the experiences of being on the mat under pressure. Satake posting that arm up, dangerous thing to do.
Kazunari comfortable with the grapevine mount. It's hard to get effective strikes off, but your base is, you have better base from this position. Now to get effective strikes, he's probably gonna have to sit on his stomach and rain down. Here it goes.
He sets that arm up. Satake giving it his back. Oh no, Murakami's got his hooks in. He's gonna go for that rear naked choke.
Satake in deep trouble, but he's standing up.
Stand up, picks up high, and flipping around, trying to turn over. Murakami's still got his back. Satake's still in a little bit of trouble. The leg hooks aren't in. Satake spins around, and they're getting back up. Satake, spirited effort, pops back up. Satake right hand.
Nice.
Great work by Masaaki Satake.
Great escape. You got to give it to Satake. It's obvious he's been working on his ground skills.
You know, it being hot in here, it's hard to keep hold of that body with all the sweat. It's like oil on the body. Big right hand by Satake, kind of missed. Slapped upside the head. Murakami doesn't want that because that's the one punch that Murray Smith knocked him out with. Murakami coming with his own left hand. Murakami with the right foot forward in southpaw position.
You can tell Satake has power in that right hand.
Expect the low kick from Satake. Kazunari shooting in. Satake sprawling back in a tie clinch, trying to keep him back, trying to keep the arms under the throat.
Here we go again.
Now it's just a matter of time before Murakami works his magic and either does a trip or a hip throw. Ogawa giving him instructions from ringside. Back into a stalemate in the corner. Satake doesn't look worried at all.
He's doing pretty good so far. He's in a real bad position.
He was mounted. He gave his back up. Murakami was going for the leg hooks. He was on his way to a rear naked choke, and Satake went one way, then spun the other, got out, went out back door, stood back up.
Good work. I'm surprised that Murakami's not trying any knees here.
Well, notoriously, he's not a striker. He does have a good wild right hand. As a matter of fact, he kind of surprised Maurice Smith when they fought with that punch, and Maurice didn't expect it. They ran across the ring and hit Maurice and kind of knocked him down with that punch.
Foot stomp. That bothered Satake.
Well, they say that foot stomps aren't illegal, so it's a legal technique in the Ring of Pride. Both men waiting. It's a patience game here. Okay, we're halfway through the round, 5 minutes gone, and it is a 10-minute round. This fight is scheduled for 2 10-minute rounds.
Murakami has plenty of time to take him down, work a submission. 5 minutes is plenty of time, but he needs to make the move now.
Try to sweep that leg, trip him, and then get him for a hip throw. Kazunari is patient, and Satake is patient. Satake may want to think about trying to get underhooks under the arm, but he's trying to trap the arms and keep his base down low. And the referee is going to restart the fighters for lack of action. It is a good call, because they're basically just buying time, waiting for the other to make a mistake. No need for them to sit there. But this is where Satake's dangerous, got the distance, could throw. High kick by Satake. It didn't really land clean. Right hand by Satake. Murakami trying to shoot in. Low kick. Almost knocked Murakami down. Satake grinding him from a distance.
Satake doing a lot of damage here.
Murakami rushing in. He knows he can't stay on the outside of those punches and kicks. Shooting in. Got the arms around the waist. And there we go. Oh, no. He tried to suplex over the top. Pulled Satake into the mount. Satake may have some advantage here, at least from a ground and pound standpoint.
It looked like Murakami might have slipped trying to do that throw. In a bad position, although I don't think Satake has what it takes to really finish Murakami here.
Well, he does with punches.
We'll see what kind of balance he has from the mount here.
Problem is when you go up high with punches, the other guy can buck and get you off balance and spin you.
Landed some.
Oh, good right hand by Satake. Murakami's in trouble. His mouthpiece is coming out. He's taking a beating. He might tap out from this. Satake can bang.
Oh, it's close. It's close.
He's not protecting well.
Satake's doing great.
Satake posting that head down to the ground. There's no give when the head's up against the canvas like that. Satake throwing the back fist.
It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. Great work. Masaaki Satake.
He did, in fact, finish him. Wasn't with a jiu-jitsu move, but it was with a kickboxing move. Mounted position, ground and pound. Posted with the left hand, held the head, and pounded him with that right hand. There's Brian Ochai in the ring, congratulating. That's a good win for Satake.
I think Satake's finally taken it to the next level. He's progressed. He's only been doing mixed martial arts for what, under a year, Steve?
Yeah.
He's pushing through. Making some great strides. This is a big win for him. He needed this.
It is. I mean, you got a professional wrestler who hadn't fought in mixed martial arts in a couple of years. He was rusty. He tried to work a strictly submission game. Didn't work. Couldn't block the strikes. Woos! That comes from that karate background.
Murakami made a big mistake. Got a little too aggressive, got sloppy. He might have slipped.
Okay, Satake made a statement to Andy Hoog, the late kickboxing Swiss champion, the K1 fighter who just passed away. He said, Andy, are you looking?
6 minutes, 58 seconds into the first round. The winner is Masaaki Satake.
Okay, Ogawa is in the ring. He doesn't like it. But that's the extent of it. It was a stare down. No pushing or punching in that one.
Ogawa likes to start trouble.
Ogawa likes to rumble. He's a big man in there. A little peeved. His his stablemate got grounded and pounded by a kickboxer who's been cross-training, so he's not really a kickboxer anymore. He is a mixed martial art fighter.
Maybe we'll see Ogawa versus Satake next. That would be an interesting matchup.
Satake doesn't have the tools to beat Ogawa. Ogawa's too big.
I agree with you, Steve.
Not yet.
I'm glad that one ended.
Ken, here we go again. Your second fight after a little layoff. How do you feel?
I feel pretty good. Just hardest part is getting here, climbing up all these stairs, going through all the doctor checks. I just want to ring the bell and let's do it.
Okay, so what are we going to see out there tonight?
I don't know. It depends on him. Could be see a submission. You can see a knockout. You see leg kicks. You can pretty much see whatever he gives me. I'm just going to play it by ear, go out there and see what I can pick apart.
Okay, and there we have it. Thank you, Ken.
Thank you.
In the blue corner, from the United States of America, Ken Shamrock!
Okay, here it comes. The king of the Lion's Den, Mr. Ken Shamrock, termed in professional wrestling in America, the world's most dangerous man. And he's coming out, he's in shape, he's lean in this fight, he dropped a couple pounds, probably looking more for speed, he's got strength to boot. Maurice Smith told me one time that he'd been on the mat with some strong guys, including Mark Coleman, and he said that Ken Shamrock was the strongest guy he'd ever been on the mat with.
Now, I'll tell you what, Fujita is a lot stronger than Ken Shamrock, bigger. We might see Ken Shamrock on his back, working the guard, something we haven't seen.
Well, you know, Ken has really worked a lot on his stand-up, and it really showed in his last fight, which was against Alexander Otska. He knocked him out with a left hook after a punch combination. Fujita is not strong on blocking punches, but he took some horrendous shots from Mark Kerr in their fight in the Pride Fighting Championship Grand Prix 2000 in Maine, and it didn't even phase him. It broke his nose, but it didn't break his spirit. Ken is going to have to really fight strategically in this fight because you're right, Fujita is stronger than Ken, and probably maybe one of the strongest fighters he's ever faced.
That knee you were talking about, Steve, I asked Fujita about it. He said it hurt him, but it woke him up and made him angry. Now that's one tough guy, because that knee was solid, right on the button, and he just shrugged it off and attacked Mark Kerr.
Yeah, well, you know, Ken is really focused in this, and he said that he's still working on learning how to train. You know, he is the patriarch of the Lion's Den and a complete mixed martial artist, standing and ground game. He's well facilitated and in great shape, so let's see what happens.
In the red corner from Japan, Kazuyuki Fujita!
Okay, here he comes. Now, this is the proverbial bull in the china shop. Now, this guy is about 5'8", maybe 5'9", and he tips the scales at about 240. And there's not a lot of fat on this guy. Now, if that weren't a problem enough, he's the 3-time national wrestling champion here in Japan. So he does have wrestling skill. Not strong on submissions or strikes, but he makes it up for this mauling and brawling style.
You're right, Steve. His submission skills aren't that great. His stand-up skills equally not as great, although he's been working on both of them. He's been working a lot of stand-up, been working a lot of submissions, and he actually said he doesn't like going toe-to-toe. He doesn't like going. He's feeling really comfortable with submissions. How far along he is with them, we'll find out tonight.
Okay, now he's coming into the ring with two well-known mixed martial art fighters who are professional wrestlers here in Japan. On his left, we have Don the Predator Fry, who's no stranger to mixed martial art fans around the world. He's won tournaments, he's knocked people out, he's beat Brazilians, he's fought Gary Goodridge. On the right is Brian Johnston, another well-known mixed martial artist, both men making their livings in the New Japan Professional Wrestling Organization here. Both men no strangers to Master Antonio Inoue, who is looking on with pride at his student and protege, Kazuyuki Fujita.
We have a little bad blood coming in tonight. It's well known around the world that Don Fry does not like Ken Shamrock at all. Been talking a lot of trash on the internet, in magazines. There was an incident in the rules meeting yesterday between Don Fry and Trey Telligman, only because Ken Shamrock wasn't there. Don Fry does not like the Lions Den fighters at all.
Yeah, it's interesting because Don Fry will be cornering Fujita in this fight. And he's got a grudge against Ken Shamrock for something that happened a while back. Trey Telligman, as you said, at that rule meeting, is a Lions Den fighter. And the two exchanged words, but nothing happened, fortunately. And cooler heads did prevail. Professionalism prevailed. There he is, the bull, Kazuyuki Fujita.
This is going to be awesome.
This match consists of 2 10-minute rounds.
There he is, Ken Shamrock, the world's most dangerous man. The crowd is giving him a lukewarm welcome. This is Japan, and Fujita is the hero. And there we have the crowd getting into it. Fujita went blonde in the last couple days. Last time we saw him, he was a brunette. Antonio Inoue looking on.
This fight is going to be huge. I can't wait.
You know, Shamrock, they better do a lot of movement. You can see the size difference. Thickness, now that's a superlative that we can use with Fujita. He is a very thick fighter. It's like a big wall of muscle coming at you.
2 rhinoceroses button heads right here.
And here it goes, charging straight at you. Round 1, folks.
Here we
Shamrock versus Fujita. Fujita faking the shoot. Shamrock throwing the low kick.
Shamrock, no, there he goes.
There's the shoot. Shamrock blocks it up high. Shamrock dancing, staying relaxed.
Nice defense.
You know, Fujita is fast for a big man, throwing a little front kick, almost like a Royce Gracie stomp kick. Fujita coming in with a wild strike on his own, catching Shamrock with the left hand. Shooting in low, Shamrock sprawling beautifully. Come up. He shouldn't have, he would hold that kick. Fujita's gonna shoot. Oh, good left hand by Shamrock. Fujita's in trouble. Right on the button. Fujita on knees.
I'm impressed by Shamrock here. His takedown defense is
good.
Awesome.
Knee by Shamrock. Yes. Oh, good takedown. Oh, Shamrock's down. Favors back. Oh, not a good position. Expect a suplex, folks.
The crowd's going nuts.
There's the suplex, over the shoulder suplex. Shamrock's got to get down low.
Boy, does Fujita have a chin.
There's Don Fry right down there screaming at Shamrock. 1 minute left. It's already been an action fight. Fujita's already cut a little bit around the nose.
The fight has only just begun, Steve.
Only just begun. It will go to the ground. Shamrock, as you said, has done a great job of defending. Shamrock holding rope. That is illegal, folks. Cannot hold the ropes to where the takedown. Shamrock buying time, going for the underhook now, trying to sprawl out. Shamrock is going to get a win. He's going to get a warning.
He's going to get a yellow card.
He's going to get a yellow card.
There it is. There it is.
Now, in case you're not familiar, if you break the rules, you get 2 warnings, 2 yellow cards. If you break it a 3rd time, you get disqualified. So he gets a free restart. He took the rule warning. Now that does factor in the judging, though. Shamrock's finding a really smart game plan here.
Although Ken Shamrock got a yellow card, at least they separated him. That goes to his advantage.
Shamrock is sprawling and coming up punching. Fujita's throwing his own. Good left hand by Shamrock. Fujita is rocked.
Fujita is rocked, but he keeps coming. He keeps coming.
Oh, good uppercut by Shamrock. Fujita's in trouble. He's in trouble. Huge trouble. Shamrock going crazy with the punches. Uppercut by Fujita's on the way down. Fujita's in trouble. Shamrock shouldn't stay down with him. Wow. Shamrock hurt Fujita big time. Fujita going for what he knows. Trying for the single, trying for the double. Got him in the clinch. Shamrock going for the guillotine. Shamrock's got a
He's got it in tight. He's got it in tight.
He's got a hell of a guillotine, but
he's out.
Fujita's got one of the strongest necks in mixed martial arts.
I don't know. He's got it in. He's got it in, Steve. He's about to tap.
He's got a strong neck.
He's got it in.
Oh my God. Oh, look, his face is turning purple.
This could be it, fellas. Blood pouring out of Fujita's nose here.
And those punches rocking his world. Fujita's almost out. He's fighting his way out.
Ken looking awesome.
He's got the arm in. Fujita's got the arm in. He's not in trouble now. Ken's got to be sure to be patient.
The crowd cheering Fujita on.
This is a great fight so far. Maybe better than expected. Shamrock coming back. Shamrock's got to make sure he doesn't spend his wad in this.
Fujita's wobble.
If Shamrock catches him with a couple more punches, this fight could be over.
Beautiful strategy. You notice Ken Shamrock is sprawling, then brawling. He's not trying to catch Fujita coming in.
There's the shoot by Fujita.
He's catching his base and then hit.
Fujita's shoot is slower now. Shamrock with the uppercut in the clinch. Fujita seems to be a little winded here. That guillotine, even though it didn't submit him, takes a lot of air out of you. Shamrock punching away. Both men oh, big right hand by Shamrock. Grazing shot to Fujita's head. Fujita trying with his own punch.
For a second there, it looked like
good knee by Shamrock.
Looked like
uppercut by Shamrock.
Looking good.
Shamrock fighting the perfect fight against Kazuyuki Fujita.
Looks like Ken's cut. Looks like he's starting to tire a little bit, but he's still in command. Look at Fujita.
Fujita is a little hesitant now about the shoot because he knows he's going to just sprawl and eat some punches. And he wants to get his head back in shape. Probably still spinning a little bit from those punches to the head. Shamrock a little winded from the guillotine attempt. 4 minutes gone in the round, 6 minutes left. A tremendous fight so far.
Yeah, it looked like Ken expended a lot of energy trying that guillotine. That's the one thing about that move. If you don't get it, you kind of blow your wad a little.
Yeah. Both men, oh, there's the shoot. There's the unhook by Shamrock. Shamrock pushing him back, not wanting to waste any punches unless he got a clean shot.
Or was he too tired to throw a shot?
Now, Shamrock looks like he's chambering a kick. He's almost telegraphing that kick. Shamrock's got to catch his second win. Oh, goes for a kick. Oh, referee putting the mouthpiece back in Fujita's mouth.
Touch gloves.
Low kick by Shamrock. Fujita tries to grab the leg, but Shamrock does a half a whizzer and spins out.
So far, Ken Shamrock is fighting the perfect fight.
That's right.
Sprawling, brawling. He's hurt Fujita.
He really hurt him. He almost knocked him out. He knocked him down. It was a slow knockout, but they don't rule knockout. We're halfway through the round, folks.
Plenty of time.
Now both men are going to catch their second win. Fujita's going to shoot, and there's the sprawl.
It's a pretty good shoot.
That was a great shoot. And what Shamrock, wait a minute.
Shamrock.
Was it a headbutt? What happened?
It looked like an accidental headbutt.
May have been an accidental headbutt or a
Maybe.
groin shot. I'm not sure what happened, but the referee did break the fighters.
And it looked like Ken was definitely affected by it.
There they
kind
go.
of turned away.
Touched gloves and resumed the action. Fujita only has one thing he can do, and that's shoot. He can't really trade with Ken. He can't kick with Ken. He's got pretty much one dimension. Ken knows that. Ken has 3 dimensions. Ken can take people down. He can punch with people, and he can also... Oh, good uppercut by Shamrock. Right uppercut, straight up the middle. Shamrock out-punching Fujita here.
Ken Shamrock coming alive.
Okay, Shamrock underhooking. Fujita trying for a knee, but nothing on it.
Well, you can tell the stand-up isn't quite where it needs to be.
You know, Ken Shamrock leaned out a little bit for this fight, dropped maybe 5 pounds, and it seems to be the right strategy because he's fast. His striking, training with Alex Andrade over there through Lions Den has really improved his game. Oh, good uppercut by Shamrock. Now he's got him in a tie clinch. The knee right at the middle could be a disastrous effect on Fujita.
Can Fujita take punishment or what?
He can take a shot. I mean, he really has come back. Now that knee had nothing. Oh, there's
that
a
was more effective.
Yeah, now Fujita got Shamrock in the corner.
I tell you what, if Fujita can keep coming forward and tire Ken Shamrock out a little bit, he might turn this fight around.
I think Fujita is running on empty at this point. I think he's got to really pace himself. Shamrock is really winded as well. Shamrock is looking like he's going to get another yellow card. Oh my God.
Ken Shamrock threw in the towel. Can you believe it?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Oh my. Yeah, I saw Ken Shamrock yelling to his corner about the towel. I didn't know what he meant. He was yelling at his corner to throw in the towel. Something happened.
You know, I mean, what an incredible fight and sort of an anticlimactic ending, but nonetheless, Pete Williams from the Lions Den threw in the towel, evidently from a command from Ken Shamrock. Ken may have, I don't know what the problem was, but he for sure was running out of gas. Fujita was too.
Fujita kept coming. It's kind of one-dimensional.
Okay, it's officially a TKO for Fujita in 6 minutes and 42 seconds. What an awesome fight, Eddie.
What a big win for Fujita. Big win. The Japanese fans going nuts. Amazing. That guy can take a baseball bat to the side of the head.
You know, Shamrock fought a really great fight. I don't think that he's going to lose any respect for this effort because he came out and he fought one of the strongest up-and-comers in the business and took him right out of his game plan. He didn't even let him take him down once.
I tell you what, give Fujita another year, submissions with the right guys, little stand-up, he's going to be tough to beat. He's going to be real tough to beat.
No joke. You know, but Shamrock will be back. Wow. That was a fight.
A star is born. Kazuyuki Fujita. Fujita on the mic.
皆さん、今日は本当にありがとうございました。今までで一番きつい試合でした。もうダメだと思ったけど、みんなのおかげで勝てました。これと皆さん喜ぶのはまだ早いです。この次に出てくる剣道家臣こと石澤時光の試合を応援してあげてください。もちろんメインの桜庭さんも応援してください。俺たちがこのバーリトゥード界を日本で守っていきます。
Basically, Kazuyuki Fujita said that was the hardest fight he'd ever had, and he thought he was going to lose, and Shamrock really gave him hell. He really gave him hell.
Great fight. Not many people know this, but
you know, there he is congratulating Fujita. Shamrock, a good sport in losing. He fought his heart out. Here Fujita shoots for the takedown. Ken underhooks and sprawls. Blasts him with that left hook. Really rocked him. And Fujita just kept coming back. Got him in a tie clinch. This was a war. Look at this. They're just like going for it, trading. Ken came out to try and knock Fujita out.
Yeah, Ken Shamrock has nothing to be ashamed of. To me, he dominated the whole fight. He just ran out of gas. There needs to be a rematch here. There needs to be a rematch soon.
Oh, look at that left hook. Oh, my God. He's got him in trouble. Fujita hang on for dear life. Fujita can't drop down low enough to get the shot. Oh, good uppercut. Shamrock just in control here. Out. Oh, the mouthpiece goes out. He almost knocks him out right here. Right hand's over the top. Fujita tucking. Uppercut. Fujita goes down on one foot. Shamrock throws him down. Shamrock in control. Fujita able to take it and come back and win.
I don't know how Fujita survived.
The match consists of two 10-minute rounds.
青コーナー174センチ80キロ
Ian Gracie now. Eddie, you know he's the bad boy of the Gracie family. We'll talk about that a little later.
赤コーナー182センチ 85.5 キロ 石澤時光
Tokimitsu Ishizawa. Now that's an intense stare down, folks.
Yeah, they both have something in common. This is both their first mixed martial arts fight. Although Ryan's been in hundreds of street fights in Brazil, he's known as the bad boy, the Gracie devil.
Yeah, he said that he wants to put that bad boy image behind him now, but we'll see if he can get past Kendo Kaishin in his first mixed martial arts fight. Here we go, round
They're both better to go.
Brazil versus Japan, the classic matchup of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu versus Japanese professional wrestling.
No secret here, people. Renzo needs Tokimitsu Ishizawa on the ground.
Yeah, Ryan does need to take him down.
He's gonna have a hell of a time.
Beautiful! Coming in with a double jab right hand fake into a single leg takedown. He did what we thought he couldn't do. That was extremely impressive. He took down Ishizawa. Ishizawa's got a loose guillotine. Ryan trying to keep him down. Ishizawa sprawling out now. They're in a stalemate on the corner.
The entire country of Brazil loving that, loving that.
That was unexpected. Ishizawa is not really applying that guillotine hard because he didn't want to waste energy, and Ryan knows the escape. But Ryan seems to be, getting some facial color there from the move. Crowd loving it.
His arms in. Ryan's been here 1,000 times.
What Eddie means by that is that Tokumitsu's got his left arm around the neck of Ryan Gracie, while Ryan Gracie has his left arm inside of Tokumitsu's right arm, relieving the pressure on the neck. If Ryan Gracie's left arm was not inside of Tokumitsu's right arm, there would be enormous pressure on his throat.
Every submission attempt by Tokumitsu and Sakuraba will be followed by a huge roar from the crowd. Whether it's in tight or not, the Japanese love submissions, especially the Japanese.
Well, it's interesting because you've got two ground fighters, and here we are on the ground. I guess the nerves went right out of the window when Ryan Gracie shot in with that fake double jab right hand and took that leg and boom, right down on the ground.
He's got the head out.
Tokumitsu grabbing the ropes. That is illegal.
Yeah, he might get a yellow card.
Oh, nice knee by, Ryan Gracie going crazy.
It's over. Ryan Gracie.
Unbelievable.
Big win for Ryan Gracie.
Huge win. Huge
The
win.
winner is Ryan Gracie.
Ryan Gracie took his time, stood him up, and just unleashed a barrage of punches set up by a knee.
Right now, the entire country of Brazil is experiencing an earthquake. Everybody's jumping, screaming. Oh my.
Well, Tokumitsu Ishizawa came in with a lot of attitude, but he did not know how to block punches, unfortunately. Ryan Gracie unleashed a great barrage of punches.
I tell you, Steve, Ryan Gracie is explosive.
You know, that was impressive. That was impressive.
I'd hate to get in a street fight with that guy.
You know, I would too. He said that he had, okay, that was a referee stoppage at 2 minutes and 16 seconds into the first round. What? Now here's the knee didn't land, but he starts, there's a left. I mean, he just unleashed it. Oh, right there, he's out on his feet. The ropes are holding him up.
That was at least 10 punches. Solid flush on the chin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, right on the chin. See, when you hit the chin, the body goes limp. If you hit the top of the head of the temple, you can take it. But when you hit a guy directly on the chin, it's very hard for anyone, even an experienced pro boxer or kickboxer, to recover from that. And Ryan just uncorked everything he had. He shot his wad. Great move. Great victory for Ryan Gracie.
What a way to enter the world of mixed martial arts. He has arrived.
Now, we saw that fight go to the ground, and we thought we were going to see some submission attempts and things like that. But Tokumitsu had the right idea to try and scoot back up and turn it into a stand-up war. But little did we know about Tokumitsu, he had no stand-up game, but Ryan did. That was the difference. Referee stoppage at 2 minutes and 16 seconds.
I think we're going to see big things from Ryan Gracie.
He's in a tough weight division.
I'll tell you what, Steve, this is the greatest mixed martial arts event in history.
You know, we got one fight left, and I agree with you. I mean, I thought the Pride Grand Prix 2000, that was the one.
Meu irmão, ao Sérgio Tola, que é o meu treinador de boxe, a Body Lab, que fornece a minha alimentação, e a todo esse povo japonês maravilhoso que está aqui. Obrigado, senhor. E a Deus, é claro.
今日は本当にありがとうございました。僕を支えてくれる皆さん、ファンの皆様、そしてみんなの応援してくれるブラジル人の人たち、みんなファンのこと大好きなんで、またどんどんここに来て戻っていきたいんで、どんどん応援よろしくお願いします。ありがとうございました。
見事勝利でございました。アイアン嬉しい選手にもう一度盛大な拍手をお願いします。
Okay, now in this one, you know, we could. Ryan basically said thank you to all his family and fans and all Brazilians, and he said, "I'll be back."
Here we go again. backstage here with the great Renzo Gracie. Renzo, how do you feel?
Great. Ready to go.
Renzo, the entire country of Brazil is behind you and waiting in anticipation. This is the greatest fight in jiu-jitsu history. Do you feel the extra pressure, or is this just another fight for you?
It's just another day in the office, my man. I'm gonna go there to have some fun.
Great. I know you must have watched tons of tape on Sakuraba. Is there anything that you saw in his style that you could take advantage of that Royce and Royler didn't?
Oh yes, but I won't let you guys know now. Let's see the fight and see if you can work those points.
I'm here outside the dressing room of Kazushi Sakuraba, and in much keeping with his mysterious aura, he has refused to talk to us. I think he needs to get his head together before he fights Renzo Gracie. So we shall see what the mystery man pulls on us tonight. What trick will he bring into the ring tonight? We'll see.
Puta que pariu.
Oh, here it is, Eddie. Renzo Gracie, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Oh, this is going to be a great one. Kazushi Sakuraba. This is the fight of the century. We've been waiting for this. People around the world have been waiting for this fight for over a year. This match was made a year ago, and it fell through for some reason, but now it is happening.
It doesn't get any bigger than this. It's on, and it's on right now.
Oh, this is now, boy. I can't, you know, up until now, this fight, this Pride has been an awesome, awesome show, and this is beyond icing on the cake. And here we go. It's round one.
I don't think I made myself clear, Steve. This is the biggest fight in mixed martial arts history. This is it right here.
Yeah. Two of the greatest meeting. Renzo coming out with a right roundhouse kick to the body. Sakuraba exchanging his own kicks. Oh, this could be a stand-up war, or this could be a ground war. It could go either way.
Renzo wants to make Sakuraba take him down. He wants to strike him and take him down. He feels if he tries to force the takedown, he's going to expend a lot of energy. So he's going to go in there, trade with Sakuraba. He feels like he can. He feels like he can box better than him. There he goes.
Okay, he's going in there swarming with punches. Good knee up the middle. Not a lot on it, but the fact is he's got Sakuraba in the corner. And Sakuraba taking his time, being patient. Now, Sakuraba, when he fought Royce Gracie, Renzo's cousin, was very, very patient because the fight was with no time limit. This fight, contrarily, is for 2 10-minute rounds. So he probably will be, Renzo pulls guard.
Exactly what Renzo wanted, exactly. Now you hear the crowd cheering, but this is what Renzo wanted. Renzo wanted to force Sakuraba to take him down. Renzo wants to be in the guard.
Sakuraba defending well, trying to keep up and popping up, and Renzo with the up kick. Now that's a dangerous kick, and Renzo has knocked people out with that kick from the bottom.
And he says he drills it constantly.
Good low kick by Renzo. Sak pulled out a little bit, so it caught the foot rather than the shin.
I don't think you're going to see Renzo on his back playing the butt scoop. He's going to pop back up.
Renzo throwing another good right low kick.
Unlike Hoist and Hoyler, Renzo has real, true stand-up skills that Sakuraba must respect.
Another good low kick by Renzo Gracie.
Renzo needs to watch that high round kick to the head.
Sakuraba does do strikes. Now there's another low kick. Now it's ironic that Sakuraba stopped Hoist Gracie with low kicks, but Renzo is chopping away at Sak. Now Sak going with his low kick. Now Renzo is dangerous from this position, folks. Don't think that he's in a position of weakness here.
Yeah, like I said earlier, he drills the up kick. He actually showed it to Murillo Bustamante. Bustamante didn't really have that much faith in it, didn't drill it.
Sak with another good kick to the leg. Another hard kick to Renzo's leg.
He didn't, like I said, Bustamante didn't.
Another good kick by Sakuraba. Okay, now there's a little bit of a stalemate here. Now Sakuraba pressing the action. Renzo trying to stomp at the leg. Renzo back up. More action.
Smooth. That was smooth. He got up.
Yeah, as you were saying about the kick he taught to Murillo Bustamante before he fought Jerry Bolander, Eddie.
Yeah, he didn't believe in it until he saw him knock out Oleg. And
Murillo didn't believe it.
Yeah, he didn't believe in it. Then he saw Renzo knock Oleg out.
Ooh. Oh, nice roundhouse kick, but it was blocked. It was blocked. And Renzo made a big deal about showing everybody that it was blocked. But they're coming in swinging bombs here, folks. Don't blink on this one. Good right hand by Sakuraba. I don't know that Sakuraba should try and kickbox it. Now Renzo shoots in for the single. Sakuraba underhooks, and Renzo gets out without eating a knee.
These guys are throwing down, trading.
Man, this is a fast action fight. So far, Renzo may have had the upper hand, landed more strikes, more low kicks.
Sakuraba is fighting more aggressive than I've seen in any of his fights. He's coming forward using his hands. He's really not known for his hands.
Okay, so both men have their right knees taped up. Maybe from previous injuries or maybe just from, oh, good left front. Nice chipping right hand by Sakuraba. Has got to keep his hands up because Sak will throw bombs. Nice right low kick by Sakuraba. It's turning into a kickboxing war, and I didn't have much on it.
Looks like Sakuraba's going to try to chop Renzo down. Renzo's got a tie kick of his own.
Now, Renzo has got to make sure not to shoot as well because Renzo does come in pumped up and try and get aggressive sometimes in the early part of the fight, and he can fade sometimes midway to late through the fight. Sakuraba pacing himself, kind of waiting for Renzo to dictate the action, of which he has been so far. But Sakuraba has switched to southpaw position with the right foot in front. Renzo shooting in, Sakuraba trying the knee. Sakuraba going for another low kick.
Great fight so far.
A lot of strategy coming into play right now. Renzo realizing that Sakuraba is not just going to get knocked out real quick. 5 minutes into the round, halfway through. Trying to outfox each other here, trying to outfake each other. Who will make the first move? Who will make the first mistake?
Sakuraba being the aggressor. Backing Renzo up.
Oh, good. Low kick by Sakuraba. Both men exchanging punches, none of them landing. Renzo coming back with a nice low kick of his own. Those roundhouse kicks will take their toll later in the fight because you kicking a guy enough in the leg, it's hard for him to shoot. It's hard for him to have mobility later on.
I tell you, Steve, I'm impressed with Renzo's stand-up. Are you?
Yeah, I really am because Renzo has really boxed and kickboxed well. He's missing wildly sometimes like he just did there, but the fact is he's pressing the action, he's low kicking well, his hands are okay, but his kicks are the ticket. Sakuraba has landed some good counter shots. I don't think we're going to see the back kick because in order to throw a back kick, you have to wait till the opponent slows down just a bit, and Renzo is all wound up in this fight.
I have a strange feeling that we're not going to see too much groundwork today.
Could be. Or if we do see it, we will see it later in this round or in the second round. Okay, they're locked up on the referee may tell them to get busy here. Sakuraba not worried about a takedown. He's got a real good wrestling base, and he trained with one of the greatest wrestling coaches in Japan, Mr. Ota, who was a silver medalist in wrestling in the Olympics. So he's got a real good wrestling foundation.
Renzo's coach telling him to back up and throw the right hook. I think he's content with just holding on right here.
He's just going to wait for somebody to make a move, but I wouldn't be surprised if somebody stepped back and exploded with punches, much the same way Ken Shamrock was doing earlier. It's the waiting game, folks.
3 minutes left in the match.
We have to be careful with that knee straight up the middle because we don't want to accidentally hit the groin.
I wouldn't be surprised if the referee broke it up and moved him to the center of the ring.
Yeah, because there is no action right now. The referee, okay, he's bouncing the rope. Both men are playing the waiting game. There's Ryan Gracie, fresh off his spectacular victory over Kendo Kaishin. Sakuraba could basically be throwing the right hand to the body to loosen Renzo up, but they know about pacing. But this isn't an unlimited time limit fight. They should get busy, and there he goes, just as you said, Eddie. Break him up, let him stand up.
I think that's an advantage for Sakuraba, definitely.
I think so too. Sakuraba goes to the body with a left roundhouse kick. Renzo blocks the kick, but still it digs in under the arm.
Renzo needs to watch those leg kicks, especially the ones to the head. Sakuraba has powerful kicks, including the spinning back kick.
I wonder if we'll see that today. Because Renzo is an orthodox stand-up fighter, meaning the left foot is in front, it would be the right back kick that would be the effective weapon. Renzo coming in with that left hook, and a good low kick by Renzo Gracie. You can hear the smack all the way through this stadium.
Renzo's strikes are impressive.
It's those kicks that are impressing me. His hands tend to miss a little bit. Going for the high kick, that's, you know, it would be hard to catch Sakuraba with a high kick, but still, why not go for it? Keep the match going. It looks good to a judge. Now,
nice.
Sakuraba's got his hands down, not a wise move. He's basically almost giving Renzo Gracie a free punch to the chin. I don't know that Sakuraba is a good enough boxer to be able to slip all those punches. Sakuraba's got a very strange stand-up style, very elusive, and he doesn't telegraph his moves. Oh, he's going to go for a double Mongolian chop over the top. Look at that.
Sakuraba getting fancy here.
Now, when Sakuraba does that, Renzo should double the jab and come in with the right hand. Sakuraba coming in with a left roundhouse kick and a right hand over the top. Not a lot of power on those shots, but nonetheless do score points. This is going to be a hard round to score. I think that Renzo's been aggressive. Oh, good low kick by Sakuraba. He does that off of the switch because it's from his lead leg, which is the right leg.
Powerful kicks. Those could add up and take their toll later in the fight.
Yeah. Renzo's keeping that right hand up. Renzo coming and charging in, but he's dropping his hands when he comes charging in. Sakuraba dipping to the right and throwing the left hand over the top, but nothing on it. Sakuraba. And there we go, into round one. Into round one, folks.
That round's a little too close to call, but I have to go with Renzo in that round. He was more the aggressor.
I would have to agree with you on that because he was the aggressor. Sakuraba did damage with the low kicks, and he also did damage when Renzo was on his back momentarily. But Renzo was the better kicker in that round to the leg.
I think Renzo worked harder. Here's the replay.
Okay. And there's the roundhouse kick, which was blocked, fortunately, for Renzo, but he did go high with that. And here's another replay of it was a high kick, but it was blocked by Renzo. But still, it's an offensive move. It looks good to a judge. And here, Sakuraba fakes the high kick and throws the right low kick and catches Renzo. Interesting that we didn't see any of, another low kick by Sakuraba. That was a switch low kick, not a lot of power in that. Interesting, they didn't show any of Renzo Gracie's offense because he had some significant offense in that first round.
I think Sakuraba definitely landed the harder kicks. Renzo was just a little busier. It could have went either way.
You know, I would hate to be a judge right now because that was a close round. Enzo missed many of the punches he threw, but his kicks, predominantly all of them, landed. And Sakuraba used a lot of fakes, landed a couple punches, but landed some great kicks. I hate to rule fights or rounds a draw, but that was close to a draw. Although I gotta lean a little bit towards Enzo. I just do, just for the aggression.
I'm impressed with Sakuraba's ability to keep the fight up. The fight went down briefly, but he stood right up, backed up, landed a couple kicks.
You know, their stand-up styles are so different. Enzo's got his hands up and Sakuraba's got his hands down, but they don't land punches to each other's face. Here we go, round 2, folks. And this will be the final round unless they fight to a draw, at which time we will go to a 5-minute overtime in that case. Sakuraba right foot forward. Renzo Gracie left foot forward. Enzo shooting in. Oh, nice spin around. Takedown by Sakuraba. Sakuraba chopping away. Oh, he faked the jump, folks. Sakuraba will jump through the air, but he faked the jump and he didn't do much, but he's side kick and punch over the top. You don't know what this man is going to do.
Amazing, absolutely amazing.
The one thing I like about Sakuraba is he is one of the most creative mixed martial artists, and he will coin moves in his fights. He will do a move before anybody else does it, and then the whole rest of the world will copy his moves.
He definitely relies on trickery. You think he's going up for the stomp, and he comes in with a side kick.
Now he's got to watch out for those kicks going straight up. Oh, a back kick to the leg? My God. Now that, I've never seen that one before. You know, that's shades of K1 great Andy Hoog, who used to throw back kicks to the leg.
Maybe he's paying a little tribute to Andy Hoog.
Yeah, Andy Hoog passed away several days ago. God rest his soul. Superstar from Switzerland, K1 fighter extraordinaire. Sakuraba on top, Renzo down on the bottom, eating a few kicks. And Sakuraba going to grab those feet much the same way he did with Vitor Belfort. And there's that up kick. Oh, he's got to be careful of that. Good low kick by Sakuraba. That was a punishing kick to the thigh of Renzo Gracie.
Seems like this is Sakuraba's game plan. He's taken Renzo down a couple times and then he backs up to get in this position. He wants this position.
Yeah.
When in his previous fights, it just kind of ended up in this position and he kind of took advantage of it. Now this is a strategy. Take the fighter down, back up.
Oh, cartwheel! He almost hit the leg. Renzo pushed up. Oh my God. What will happen in this fight? We don't know. Anything can happen. With Sakuraba, he just comes through with some of the craziest moves.
I'd like to see another one of those. That was nice.
Another low kick. You know, Sakuraba's got this round so far. He's in control. Renzo back up. And Sakuraba comes in. Renzo goes over the top of the right hand. Most punches missing. Much more spirited round this time than the first round, although the first round they were picking a lot at each other. Like Renzo coming in, lunging in with the right hand.
There he goes. He's going to back out. He's going to back out and try to attack the legs again.
He's got a half a butterfly guard. I don't think he's going to try and sweep Sakuraba. Sakuraba passing the guard without any, offense from Renzo Gracie.
I don't think it's going to happen. It's not going to happen. He's going to back out here. I hope I'm wrong. I'd like to see a little ground action.
Well, you know, people who want to see ground action will say that a man who stands up is afraid to go to the ground, but then the reverse could be true, that the man who wants the ground action is afraid to stand up. But in this case, we know both guys aren't afraid to stand up.
There we go.
Oh, Sakuraba trying for an axe kick over the top.
Full guard.
Falling down into the guard.
Renzo's going to hold his head down here. He's not going to let him stand up.
There's Matsui and Takada, famous pro wrestler, in the corner of Sakuraba.
He's not going to let go of that head, trust me.
Yeah, a bit of a stalemate here. I don't know that...
Don't be surprised if he works an armbar for. He's scooting the hips out, Sakuraba's smart.
Yeah, Sakuraba is really well aware of the armbar. He's got a great armbar of his own.
Scooting the hips out again. Sakuraba's going to readjust. There we go.
Every time he moves his hips to the left, Sakuraba goes counterclockwise himself.
There he goes.
So he's countering that move. A little bit of a chess match here, slowing down of the fight, turning it into a classic ground battle. Neither man in a negative position right here. Renzo possibly in a good position to apply, as Eddie said, the armbar, or if he goes up high with the legs, the triangle. But I doubt Sakuraba's going to get triangled.
There's a lot of sweat here.
Sweat makes it real difficult to get those submissions.
There's possibility here of an arm triangle. He has it set up. If Sakuraba has his left arm on the other side of Renzo's head, he can be in trouble. But I think he's a little too smart for that.
Well, you know, if Renzo keeps scooting, then that'll show action. But if they do sit in this position for too long, it may leave the referee with the unfortunate task of possibly restarting them standing. Because right now, Renzo is just basically hanging on. He's trying to scoot those legs up high.
Just might be too sweaty to pull off an armbar or triangle. Too sweaty. That's why what Enson did, coming in with pants, that's why I think that was a smart move.
Yeah. Yeah, it was his only shot, really. And it didn't work, as we saw, but still, nonetheless. With the sweat being a factor, and Renzo now, he's not holding the hand up.
He's holding his arms. Looks like he's going to go for it.
But he doesn't want Sakuraba to do the Mongolian chop or the Shiwu chop. And Sakuraba back up.
Here we go again.
4
minutes to go.
Sakuraba almost going back into the garden. And there's the low kick by Sakuraba. Sakuraba dancing out of harm's way. Doesn't want to catch an up kick. That could put Renzo Gracie. Renzo Gracie is fighting a little bit defensive right now. Sakuraba is pressing more of the action. Tough round to call. I would hate to see this fight go to the distance. Oh, Sakuraba basically just toying with him now. Not doing damage, but doing a psychological situation.
I could almost guarantee this fight will go into overtime.
It seems like it. Now, Renzo jumps up and Sakuraba goes with a left hook, but it misses clearly. So here they are standing back up, folks. Possibly some more kickboxing out of these gentlemen.
This fight is too historic not to go to overtime. It's too close.
Low kick by Sakuraba, answered by a right hand by Renzo Gracie.
Good right hand.
Nice low kick. Sakuraba tries to shoot, and a knee and a right hand by Renzo Gracie. Putting him back. Oh, high kick by Sakuraba. It was blocked.
He needs to watch those high kicks.
Don't want to catch that high kick. Realistically, Sakuraba has never knocked someone out with a high kick, but Sakuraba going for a single here. Going for a single leg, but gives it up. Renzo with that knee again.
Renzo's scoring.
Renzo's been working a lot of good Muay Thai, and those knees have been landing with some pretty solid effect. Sakuraba's not hurt, but they're not real weak knees.
This fight is so close.
Oh, it's so close. This will definitely go to overtime unless something dramatic happens in the next.
If the fight doesn't end, it will go into overtime. It's too close.
Left hand,
this fight is
nothing on it.
Too big just to end it.
Renzo wants to box. Maybe he sees a weakness in Sakuraba's stand-up game. Oh, Sakuraba shoots. Gets the single leg off the ankle pit. And down into a loose cross. Renzo almost went for a leg there. See that? And back into Renzo's guard. Renzo scooting out. Sakuraba stacking up. Renzo pushing him back. Oh, just going to chamber that right kick.
Sakuraba was looking for it.
Yeah, he was. Oh. Hey, that was a nice move, but Sakuraba just gives him his back. Now, Renzo is a dangerous guy to give you back to, but he's working that side Kimura here.
Sakuraba loves that move.
The Kimura.
I don't think he's ever finished anybody that way. Maybe in his gym. The real time, real fight. I don't think it'll happen. Ooh, he's got his back. 1 minute.
1 minute left.
Enzo needs to make a move right now.
1 minute left. He needs to do something.
He needs to sink his hooks in right now. He needs to go for it.
Yeah. Okay, Enzo's on top, but Sakuraba is not in danger at all. Sakuraba, he would almost invite Renzo to try to hook the legs in because he want to go for the knee bar. Oh! What a great move by Sakuraba. He's getting into a side control. Got a Kimura on Renzo Gracie.
Renzo's in danger here.
There's only 1 minute left. We don't want to have another Royal Gracie situation here, folks. What happened? Oh, was the round over? Did Renzo break his arm? He might have broke his arm.
I think his arm is broken.
He broke his arm with a spin around. Oh my God.
This is huge.
Oh my God. He broke his arm.
It's over.
Oh my God. Sakuraba dislocated Renzo Gracie's elbow with a spin around Kimura.
Boy, was I wrong about that move.
Well, yeah, you were, but it doesn't matter because Renzo fought a spirited fight, but that spin around Kimura, a dangerous move. He fell into it and it was snap, crackle, and pop. There was a referee stoppage realistically with Renzo's arm. Referee stoppage at 9 minutes and 43 seconds into the final and second round. Sakuraba has defeated Renzo Gracie.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
So it's Sakuraba is now 3-0 against Gracie's, and this was the best Gracie he fought. I mean, Renzo Gracie gave him the best fight. I gotta tell you, I hate to use this cliche. Sakuraba is the man. Here it is right here, the spin around right there. Oh, devastating move right there. Oh, Enzo, right there, the elbow. Oh, it's a bad, it looks like he dislocated the elbow. Yeah. Twisted all the way around.
Right there.
Enzo didn't tap.
His arm is bent backwards. That didn't look pretty at all. Sakuraba has proven it. He's the best fighter in the world, no question.
There is no question. If anybody had doubts before this fight about Kazushi Sakuraba's authenticity of pro wrestling going in good, this is proved beyond the shadow of that. Here's it is. Spin around right there. Kimura up top and spin around into the side mount and cranking that. And it looks like it dislocated the elbow. A devastating technique. Kimura tap out. There wasn't going to be another Royal Gracie situation with a referee stoppage. Here he is.
すみません、ちょっと守りに入ってつまんない試合になってしまいましたが、遠藤選手とても強くて、もう結構手こずったので、また機会があれば遠藤選手とやってみたいと思います。その時は多分面白い試合になると思いますので、また次回練習して、皆さんの期待に応えられるように頑張りますので応援よろしくお願いします。
Eu tô aqui para desafiar o Sakuraba. Eu e o Sakuraba.
Renzo's got the mic now.
Many people make excuses when they lose. I have only one. He was better than me tonight. I wish him all the best. And the only gift that I can give to him is say that he's the Japanese version of the Gracie family.
負けていろいろ言い訳がする人がいます。でも私は言い訳はしません。この一言だけです。今夜、桜庭選手は私より強かった。それだけです。
He was defeated, but he was defeated after a spirited battle that probably would have gone to overtime. And it would have, no excuses whatsoever. Now that's humility. Renzo Gracie will be back, and he will rise again to the top of the sport. Right now, though, Kazushi Sakuraba stands at the tip top of the mountain. He is the king of the sport of mixed martial arts.
There's one Gracie left, Steve. I don't even need him to say his name.
Yes, there is one Gracie, but that's a big fight, and he is the family champion, Renzo's cousin.
That will be a fight.
Yeah.
That the world will demand.
Yeah, so Everybody wants to grab the mic now.
You know what Gracie I'm talking about.
Yeah, it would be Rickson Gracie.
That would be the greatest fight ever.
Now, Vitor Belfort has gotten in the ring.
Primeiramente, eu gostaria de parabenizar o Sakuraba e parabenizar o Renzo Gracie pela grande excelente luta que eles fizeram. Eu gostaria de fazer minha revanche com o Sakuraba no próximo Pride. Será um prazer.
今日の試合は本当にいい試合でした。次の試合も、次のプライドも僕も桜庭選手と試合がしたいです。お願いします。
Okay, now everybody wants a rematch with Sakuraba, so Vitor Belfort is jumping on the Sakuraba sweepstakes and challenging him, but he's got to get in line because Sakuraba doesn't like to give rematches because there are so many other fighters. Here's another look at the twisting, spinning Kimura. You know, Renzo went to the leg. Oh, it was right there, right there. You can see it on his face. You know, he had no other option. He couldn't have continued. That left arm was, in fact, possibly fractured, but Renzo never gave up. The true warrior, Renzo Gracie, and the true champion, Kazushi Sakuraba, the man of the moment. There it is again.
Now, Helio Gracie lost from a Kimura.
So
Hoyler lost from the Kimura. Number 3, Renzo with the Kimura.
And if there was any controversy in the past, there's no controversy tonight. This was a decisive win by Kazushi Sakuraba over one of the greatest fighters in the sport himself, Renzo Gracie.
No doubt about it. Sakuraba is the #1 fighter in the world.
Stand up, ground, punch, kick, arm submissions, leg submissions, showmanship, charisma. He is the package.
The total package.
You know, there's a lot of great matchups for him. Wanderlei Silva has issued a challenge, and you know, there's a lot of fights out on the horizon for him. Frank Shamrock would be a tremendous fight for him. We're talking about fights that actually could happen. There are other fights, like maybe a Rickson Gracie fight, but that, you know, that's like so much money involved. I mean, it'd be hard to raise that money. But realistically, he could put together a Wanderlei Silva fight. He could even put together a fight with Ken Shamrock.
But the world wants to see Rickson Gracie versus Kazushi Sakuraba.
Yeah. I think some of the world wants to see it, but he's already beat 3 Gracies. So what do they want to see? I mean, he might win, he might lose, but they want to see him fight other guys too. Because it'd be nice, but they always say, well, you beat this Gracie, how about this Gracie? Well, you beat that Gracie, how about this Gracie? He beat 3 of them. I think Wanderlei might be his next fight. And then there might be a good shot that he might fight. You know, there's always new guys coming up. Rickson's 40 years old. That would be a great fight, but you know, it might be too high of a price tag on that fight.
There's always a rematch with Vovchanchyn.
And Sakuraba doesn't really like to give rematches unless he's already cleaned out the rest of the division. He could have a fight with Tito Ortiz. That would be a tremendous fight.
That would be huge.
That would be huge. Tito Ortiz, Frank Shamrock. There are options of guys he hasn't fought because he doesn't like to be redundant by fighting the same guy again. Okay, so that's our show for. I mean, that was, you know, Eddie, this, in my opinion, was the best Pride Fighting Championship so far, without question.
Well, and how can you top this? How can you top this? Is the pinnacle of mixed martial arts you've just witnessed.